make sure my hotkey works. Great, my hotkeys work now. That means I can stop checking them every time I press them. So hello, everybody. This is Grimcad. And we're back again for more Dungeons & Dragons, like we typically are. Today, we are playing the Seas of Vodari. I'm joined by some of my friends who will introduce themselves. As I mentioned, my name is Grimcad. Hello. Man, I forgot to change my little avatar there, and it's gonna bother me ever so slightly. But alas, I'm gonna have to get over it. We're just gonna go down the line. So say hi, Nix.
Assuming I was heard.
No.
I said hello.
Sharfer, say hi.
Hey there, hey. I'm a rogue that's slightly more survivable now. Very glad about that.
Tytherin, say hi.
I mean, why in character?
I mean, why anything?
Just saying that, like, you know.
Oh, you make it so difficult. Why? Zori, say hi.
Fuck you, that's why.
It's a sorry.
At last, but certainly not least, Kaya, say hi.
Okay, and now we can communicate, sort of, with Shafira.
Yes. So last time, what did happen last time? We finished exploring the temple, I believe.
Yes.
Yeah, we
Yes.
and then we just left, and then we're here.
And then we just left.
Yeah.
We did discover, at least, we're pretty sure we discovered
nothing.
Well, I mean, like, do you know? No,
We're
I suppose
literally
you
stuck
don't.
on this island
Do
for the
people
rest
have
of our life.
theories? Yes.
We're stuck here forever.
It really bothers Em that we're on this
Never
island. I think she's going to have a bad time with this campaign when she realizes that 90% of this campaign is going to be on islands of
Orange
various
in my
sorts.
ears. Dying.
I mean, as long as 90% of the campaign is not in one island.
Right.
That's where your mistake.
Depends how long it takes us to get off the island.
Level 20, and we're still not out of this island.
Still fine.
Level 20, and we're still posing the line around the villages because we don't want to upset them.
Yeah.
But by like level 5, I'm going to take my own like war party ons with it.
Either way, we came back to the sort of encampment on the beach with the rest of the crew. I believe we cut it off. No, we had a little conversation. And we came to the conclusion that we need to talk with the villagers, certainly broaching the subject of the crew being on the island and trying to make some sort of diplomatic relationships, I believe.
Something along lines, yeah.
Yeah. Gosh, I do forget, like, what other little things were said. But certainly that's the grand and overall arching sort of what happened. We leveled up, so I hope everybody has leveled up.
Yes.
I have no clue what leveled up
Indeed.
actually. Is there a roll?
But past that, I do believe we're going to go ahead and get right into it. I believe we were resting, so spending the entire night there. So we get the benefits of a long sleep, long rest, on top of everything else. So you should be pretty much back at full.
Yeah.
And the question is now, what do we wish to do?
I guess continue on our way, wouldn't we?
We're heading to
We're not
talk
heading
to
anywhere.
the,
Were we?
to
Oh,
the
we were
villagers,
heading
right?
to the people. Yeah.
Yes.
Now that we can, Should we stop by the grove and get some more fruit?
No. We should not stop by the
I think we're
grove.
fine.
Well, yeah, Sharper has been to the village. I couldn't remember if Sharper like hid out the whole time or something, or if he actually came.
No, he came.
He
And we're bringing more people with us this time. Because two of us haven't been to the village, right?
Chester off to the
Something like
side into the
that's
ocean.
probably true. Yeah, 2 of us have not been to the village.
Chester has sunken into the ocean. Oh no.
he's,
Nah, he's a good swimmer.
he's sort of our camp, so well, we're not making camp. No reason to put him there. All right, so let's see. Let's just count up squares. 1, 2.
We could make it there in a day for sure. Because can we move like 20 something squares a day or something?
Yes, and it is 15 squares away, so it is starting to become evening by the time we get there.
I'd like to request that we walk through these like squares right here so we reveal them.
All right, I do not have a problem with that. In the interest of things happening, heads up, there are not going to be a random encounter while we're sort of heading through right here. So, if you would like to move us on to the village.
I have moved us onto the village.
And if you would like to make the appropriate random weather check on your side.
We should and like get someone in the D&D, like a new player, and they play the weather.
Hi, we're looking for a new player to join our campaign. You'll get 1 dice roll every game.
So, someone in the Discord, oh, it's windy today.
They have to act as the wind all the time.
Goodness. So it is windy. It is regular weather, however. And we are back to the village. It's been some time since we've been at the village, so
Nashta.
things might look a little bit
Nashta.
different.
Nashta.
Indeed.
I mean, I can't look that different. It's not like they got like an excavator over here to like.
Well, I mean,
They had the whole
Maybe a
town.
magical excavator.
there was a person there who no longer exists.
I'll put my thing all over the back.
But you can drag your tokens on if you've never been here before.
Oh, okay. I've never been here before, indeed.
Oh god, it's Mimic Chester. He is here. He is real. My theory was correct.
We have so little health.
Oh god, why am I there? Also, I think my token is not.
You're up here for some reason.
Updated.
Here, move you down.
Yeah.
Yep. All right.
Ooh.
So, how are we approaching the village?
Walking up, I would assume. I mean, they know we exist. Maybe like shout like hello or something, so we're not like really just sneaking into the village. But I mean, surely someone sees us.
I mean, we've been here
Yeah.
before.
All right. So, sure enough,
So,
you have definitely been here before. And there are people, again, sort of guarding the gate. They nod to you, and they gesture for your weapons.
I gotta go through this whole thing again too.
and yeah, I would hand over my pistol and axe.
Yeah, I give I give the flail, harpoon, pistol.
Okay. So...
I'll give my darts and boomerang, I suppose.
Mhm.
I'd hand over my weapons.
Okay. And again,
Hate
sort of the same thing as last time, because I get the sense that everybody is complying. There's a great deal of reverence when the weapons are being handed over. It's not just a matter of taking your weapons to make sure you're not going to do anything untowards with them, but it's almost a matter of putting them in custodianship of your weapons. You know, it's a great act. The people who take it seem to take, you know, a fair bit of honor to it, and they're treating your weapons very reverently. And of course, this is mainly for the 2 new people who have not been here before. For those of you that have been here before, it's pretty much the same process. You know, nothing seems to be differing too much in any shape or form, really. After that, you're sort of not exactly ushered inside, but those that have your weapons sort of follow inside, and different people go out to guard. And then you're sort of just left to come in, should you wish. Which,
I mean, of course, you walk in.
believe
I'm
you.
already at the Nash Day.
Yeah,
I
I'm
go
walking.
visit Nash.
And again,
Speaking
one
of,
further
I'm-
Nash Day,
I'm
or one less Nash.
Obviously taking a wider berth.
They're licking their lips and Sharper walks by.
Again, for those that have not seen these ones appear very similar to the other ones. However, they are, or at least do appear to be much more docile than the ones that we've seen out in the forest that have tried on several occasions to eat us, in Sharper explicitly. They'll sort of bound closer to you.
Boing boing. That's so mean.
I try petting one of them.
They wouldn't really shy away from it. A lot like a cow, you know,
Okay.
more of a tame cow. 'Cause
Yeah.
some cows are extremely skittish, but you know, it wouldn't lean into it or anything, but it certainly would allow you to touch it. It feels wet. Not exactly
so
slimy, but certainly moist skin.
Moist frog.
Would it be horrible if I fed them a ration of frog meat?
No, because frogs are cannibals regardless.
And they
Actually, no,
do.
that is a very
voracious
good point.
predators.
So yes, I would. Hopefully, because I'm giving them food as well with advantage. If that's okay. If that's okay. If that's okay.
Really, hopefully with advantage.
What are
Food
you
and
trying to
ration.
do though? Because I mean, if you're just giving them food, you know, you don't need to make an animal handling check on that.
Being friends with me, if we ever get in trouble with the village, maybe they'll help us out.
I try riding them. Just kidding.
I'm just wanting them to, like, you know, remember me and be my friend in the future.
Hey, Sharper, you sure you don't want to ride one of these frogs?
That would be a pretty cool plot twist.
Thank you for the offer, but I've already taken a ride in one of those things. I am fine.
You've taken a ride inside, but not on top.
Nix, if you had to take a guess, they're your best friends. Like, you're all but being crowned the Frog King, or Queen, excuse me. In your mind,
The Lord of the
certainly.
Frog.
To everyone else, they're treating you no differently.
I'm pretty sure I rolled really high last time, too.
Oh, I'm taking that too. I'm not giving you advantage.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm still Frog King.
But again, to everyone else, they're not treating you any differently. But in your mind, most certainly.
I guess we would look for the chieftain or the people we dealt with last time who weren't assholes like Cass.
Okay, do you try to communicate with anybody, or are you sort of just wandering around the village? People are sort of out and about doing their own thing, but
Probably just wander around for a bit, see if we can see them. I imagine we would have,
I
you know,
do go around
talked
saying
to a few
hello
different
and
people.
I do say hello and Druidic to a couple of them.
You
Trevor,
would
when I see close.
get something back.
I don't think they
And again, they speak sort of a very, very archaic form of druidic, but you can make yourself known if you sort of take the effort to do so.
I mean, so do I. I'm not certainly an expert in druidic. I've just started remembering stuff, but yeah, kind of do a couple of words here and there. Just say hello. It should be easy.
And again, you're all sort of certainly at the center of attention. Once people realize that you're back in the village and you're, here to stay for some time at least, people start crowding around you. Much like last time, people are close to you. It's close enough that if you're feeling a little claustrophobic, well, they aren't helping any. And it's just a curiosity thing. You shouldn't be afraid of them or anything like that. They don't appear hostile or anything like that. But they are very close to you. Personal space is not necessarily a thing that they have a huge concept of. But after a while, the attention sort of brings Druk, Drukakshik, out, and he greets you. And again, we're sort of doing a back and forth thing. I presume that you're translating everything for the group, unless you say, I'm not going to translate that, okay?
No, I am translating everything very roughly because I understand not that much. But, yeah.
That's how we were doing it beforehand.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Welcome back.
Hello. I'm new here. I'm sure you've noticed, but my friends aren't.
I see. More survivors. This is good.
Yeah.
Yes.
We actually found the rest of the crew as well. They're on the other side of the island.
More survivors not here?
Yeah, there's a few of them though, so we thought it'd be better to keep small groups at a time coming to see you guys.
How many then, if only few?
Just out of character quickly, how many was at the camp?
40 or so, right?
20.
It was 20
I
or
thought
so.
about 20.
There were 40 in the boat, I think. And then 21 said
There's a lot of people there.
that we
Maybe
found.
probably about 50 or 60.
Let's say 30. We'll break even.
Um,
Well, should we not tell them that?
Well, that's why I'm saying the numbers are a bit higher than they actually are.
Let's exaggerate a little.
No, but I believe we did say 20 the session or something.
50, 60?
Yeah,
No, we didn't say 56. We were saying 20, 30, right?
I mean,
Yeah, it should be
unless
30.
Nyx is recanting what they said. Nyx is saying he's overstating how many they are. Excuse me.
We're trying to make ourselves look more of a force.
Because
Oh, that
15, 20, they might just be like, oh, well, this is an easy issue. If they ever become an issue, we can just wipe them out. 50 to 60 makes them think, maybe the losses on our side won't be worth it.
Or, we don't lie to them for no reason. I mean, we're supposed to be brokering peace. Shouldn't we, not, muddy the water off the bat? Because they're going to have the number game regardless. I mean, because as I believe Grim said, isn't there 100 something people in this village,
Yes.
despite the fact that, they're going to outnumber them regardless.
Exactly.
They're
But
gonna notice we're much less as well.
15
Yeah.
to 15, 20 people versus 100. The 100 swamps them so much that the 100 does not lose that many. 60 people can put up a big threat, and if they send scouts to the camp, then
Yeah,
what's to
but why
guarantee
lie?
that's because this
Also,
is a warrior-based society?
Yeah.
But they're gonna feel more threatened if we say there's more people than if we say
Right.
there's people.
I think I'm outvoted anyway, so we'll just give them
Yeah.
proper numbers.
I mean, what I would say is like, anyway, I'm translating, and I probably wouldn't lie either way.
Okay.
Not about this.
So you'd say roundabouts 20 or so?
Or not about 20, 30.
20, 30. I'll
30
be
at
honest,
most.
I gotta count on myself. Yeah, you know, if you
Like
if you
counting
say
us, but
20, yeah, not counting you. Oh, that great many. How many were there on boat?
60 or so?
Oh. There are a lot of you. That
Well, it seems most of us haven't survived.
oh. Druk, sorry to hear that. You give them burial? Say the rights?
Most of the bodies have not been recovered. Soon. Like was there a graveyard at the camp? Like I don't remember.
No. You have. I mean, there may have been
Maybe
a
like
couple
one or
of.
two,
Yeah.
but, like
There wasn't like
not
a
like
mass
a lot.
graveyard or anything like that. No. Oh, at some point we say rights for the rest of your tribe. It's only the right
The-
thing to do.
that would be very kind of you. That'd be very kind.
Yes. So what they do on other side of island, they staying away from temple, yeah?
They're destroying everything you know and love. Said you're not, but like, what do we want to tell them? Because
We came here to tell them the truth, right?
Yeah.
Hi guys, we ruined your sacrilegious.
well, I mean, we don't need
You
like
know those
not about
three
that,
places
but
you
about what
told
we're
us not
doing.
to
You
go
know
to?
those
We went to
those
all of
three
them.
places you specifically warned us against.
We
we
went
went
to
to all of
We
them.
went to 2 of them at least.
it's the 3 of them.
I mean, we still
But then
visited
the
the
rest,
birds.
the rest of the people dealt with the birds.
To be fair, you didn't bother
They
the
did
birds.
deal with the
The
birds.
other people bothered the birds.
Yeah.
But we're part of the party. Like, technically we're with them, so we're part of the party that bothered the birds. So, yeah, we kind of did go all through.
You know, bother Kibuka.
I mean, no, they're not bothering him because they didn't go into the temple. They just looked at
No.
the temple.
Did not.
They didn't.
He looks very panicked for a
Yeah, he
moment
did
when you
not.
mentioned that, you know, you were there. But saying that, you
Well, I
know,
don't think-
No,
their
no,
god
we
wasn't
didn't mention
bothered,
it.
he looks visibly relaxed again. So this good. So now you have problem, yeah? What do now?
Question. You got any ideas?
Well, there are many of you, but if everyone work hard, maybe can live here. You need to talk to chief and priestess, but you would have to.
I don't think people want to necessarily live here. No offense.
I'm just going to
Might
say,
not
like,
have much
quickly,
choice. That many people throw off balance of forest.
I'm going to just tell them crudely, like when we came here, because we came here to tell them the truth. We need wood. Build boat again. Take little, but build boat. Little as we can.
You need to cut down the trees for the wood. For how much wood?
Nix, how much wood does a boat take?
I mean, I'd whisper, like, you know, under my
Well,
breath that
they don't know.
probably
so,
more
like,
than they
you
need
can
to know.
That's an interesting
like-
fact to Google right there.
a
Trees
shit
to
ton.
make
It's quite a lot.
A shit ton.
say. That's what Google said. Oh,
Like
shit.
like 3 metric shit ton.
Yeah.
Oh, 2,000 trees to build one warship.
How many oak trees to make a ship? Somewhere around
It says
the Victory
yeah, but
took 6,000. And the USS
Yeah,
Constitution
guys,
took 2,000.
yeah,
Oh,
let's say like 2,000 trees needed to build one warship usually.
Well, we're not
Oak
building a
trees.
warship. We're not
No,
building
it's a
the
traveling
galleon
ship,
or
so it's a
anything
bit
yet.
smaller.
Right.
So it'd
It
be
is,
maybe
yeah.
1,000,
And with how many-
1,500.
With how many crew are left, it would probably be a sloop. So, look up.
What if we cut down 20 trees and just made 20 people individual kayaks?
Well, that would work too.
Yeah, like the kayak.
Like one tree ships.
Have wave striders.
But we've already discussed with them that the wave stars don't work.
Well, for a sloop, it would take 800. Oh, or is that years? No, that's the years. Never mind.
800 years.
800 to 1800, but then I realized that they're talking about the 18th century. So,
I see. Oh, I got a general idea. I mean, you know.
more than we would be willing to tell them we need to take.
Mm-hmm.
And Nix would say that to you guys, like, you know, it's a lot. So if we're being honest with them, then be warned for them to be like, no.
So what do I tell them? Not many or something or what?
A few?
Depends how unimpeded we are during doing it all. Like, the more wood gets wasted, the more we're having to focus on other tasks, the more mistakes will be made, the more will have to be used. I.e., if the tribe are going to be dicks about it, it's only going to take us longer.
I'm going to say only few if you'd not get close.
That's a threat.
Tell them we can replant trees.
Yeah.
Like, have they heard of irrigation and stuff? Ask
Yeah.
ask them if they've heard of, like, irrigating their lands and everything like that. Maybe we can
Yeah,
bring
do
some
these spots have any
civilization to them.
farms or are they all hunter gatherers?
'Cause, yeah, they look.
Not even I know what you're talking about.
Well, they're a civilization that's based off of war, so chances are they
No,
are
what I'm
hunter-gatherers.
saying is like Eskaya, that she doesn't know what you're talking about.
Irrigation.
She's
It's,
from like
it's
underwater.
what
They don't have...
farmers do to the land so we can keep growing things out of it again and again. You keep the water flowing through the land, and it keeps it at least a bit more healthier.
Okay, I'll translate that as far as best as I can. If they've heard of it.
He looks at you like you're crazy. Most water, salt water, have to purify. Boil away salt.
You still have the main river, don't you?
Still
River-
brackish.
Oh, that does make it a
Mangrove.
bit more irritating, but if you could find a way to filter and purify the water, which I mean is doable somewhat, and then you can run aqueducts off of the river down to these areas. Although I guess
Aqueduct?
this place, basically a channel through the earth that directs the river to where you need the water.
Like trying to advance civilization in this island by like 200 years.
Try 2000. These guys are in the stick and
Maybe,
stone
yeah.
age.
Yeah.
Here I am
I
bringing
mean,
them to
yeah.
ancient Rome.
Bringing ancient Rome to stick in to like Stone Age.
And I guess, are they, like, we are actually in a swamp here, eh?
This area right here is pretty swampy, yeah.
I'd go down to the water and get, I don't know, like a small container full of water or something, and then bring it back up and kind of just make very shallow irrigation channels and show them, you know, how the water disperses throughout an irrigation channel.
Collective minds are blown.
You plant trees there?
I mean, no, I'm just showing them that, like, how the water runs down the irrigation and stuff. If I can find a seed or a small stone and, you know, say that, you know, this is a seed, we can put it in, then yeah, I'll, you know, mimic putting a seed in, but I don't have any seeds myself.
You know, he would sort of nod, sort of slowly. Might work long time.
That's generally what the idea is for it to do, yeah. It allows you to keep the earth healthy so you can continue to grow in it. And it also allows you to bring water to where it's needed and take water from where it's not needed. You could probably, in a few years, have this as less of a swamp. I'm not saying that that's bad, but I do prefer it when it's a bit drier.
Maybe you should talk to Chief on this one too. Hold here, but you should probably bring the rest of your tribe here.
Next would shrug and say, if you guys would think it would be the better idea, we'll talk to the chieftain as well. And then we'll go back and talk to the captain.
Probably a good idea. Them next to temple, Kabuka come, bring rain. When Kabuka come, Kabuka hungry.
And Kabuka come on island?
Sometimes, yeah. But only when rain. That why Kabuka god of rain.
Ah, so you guys work off correlation and causation.
No. God of rain.
No, I guess it'll be a history. Would there actually be, like, I guess, any kind of history behind this turtle thing and whether it might actually, you know, be some god of ephemeral power, or is it just like giant monster that they perceive?
You can make me a history check.
I don't know.
Not that you've ever
I
heard.
haven't
a
heard
history
about
check?
this thing before, yeah. Nix would probably just like nod to herself and be like, yeah, sounds like correlation and causation.
Not that either of you would have heard of, but again,
I didn't expect.
it
probably
certainly
not a
makes
remote
sense, you
island.
know, yeah.
Yeah. They're indeed out in the middle of nowhere, so
It certainly does make sense, but crabs do also like coming on land when it's raining.
it a crab? Have we seen like a picture of this thing?
The only one who has
No.
seen it is no longer with us.
Yeah.
And I think they said it looked like a crab.
Yeah.
So
You said it
I'm sort of
looked
just
like a
going off
crab.
that.
Do we have? I'll ask them. I'll ask them if they have. Has anyone ever seen the god? Kabuka.
Yeah. We try not
Can
to,
I
but we
ask?
have, yeah.
Yeah, he comes around
Yeah.
to keep the Sunday night dinner every week.
Him big.
Can I ask what Kabuka looks like?
Oh, well, yeah, you seen him babies all around. Like him, like them's, but only way bigger.
So does a crab.
Is it a frog? I'm gonna point to the nostril.
Not
How did
nashte. Not
frog-
nashte.
What was the word for crab?
I think it
What
was
is
this,
the word
and then
for
I go do
crab?
the crab
Why,
word thing.
the word for
word.
crab is tret. Tret.
Correct. So yeah, I would have said like crab, pret, not nashte.
Well, I was mostly doing that to make sure that we were on the right track, that it's not actually like a ginormous frog that's actually killing everything. So we don't go into battle expecting a giant crab and it's like, even bigger frog.
Just swallows you all.
Well, 'cause,
Swallows Sharfred.
Well,
That's
all of
PTSD
them.
again.
So you wait here. We talk to Chief, okay?
Of course.
And he sort of goes off. And you're left to your own devices for a while. Excuse me, for a while.
Okay, so I think it's a really bad idea to bring everyone back here.
It's probably not a good idea. I mean, we can obviously.
Yeah.
Because we either bring Teklin here, or we leave Teklin alone to die.
Like, I don't think that we could try to arrange like a middle ground meeting. You know? Or maybe something outside the village.
So, like you all, several of you have been members of the crew. And the rest of you would probably have done some of your homework. By all accounts, Teklin is a certifiable badass.
She's also certified undead.
She is. But I mean, like, leaving her on her own.
She should be okay for a day or two.
Right.
She's not going to do anything stupid.
Unless she does something stupid.
Is she?
The problem with leaving her on her own is it leaves out the fact that Teklin is on the island, and what are they going to do if they offer everyone to stay here? Can't just leave Teklin, you know?
Mm.
Like, I think what may be the best plan, even if possibly, because like you're saying, if disaster's going to strike, it's going to strike at some point. So we may as well try to get the village, like chieftain or the druid guy, to be more accepting of Teklin. So if we have like a meeting ground where outside the village, maybe we can ease tensions and go from there. Yeah, just pretend like Teklin doesn't exist.
That would probably be the best plan.
That's what I got for a plan. I don't know if anyone will say is something else.
I'll try something else when we get back to camp then. I don't know if it'll work, but we can try it at least.
Okay. After a while, Druk Grok and Kess all sort of return. Kess has her sort of the same scowl we saw on her face last time, whereas both, obviously, Druk and Grok certainly look more accepting. Druk gives Sharfer a nod. And again, some handouts for those of us who have not seen it before.
I'll scowl back at Kiss with her own face. And then go back to my face.
Grok. Grok's cool.
So Grok would speak up. So you found rest of tribe, yeah?
Most of them.
This good. This very good. But I hear you also no do rites for rest of tribe who drowned. This is no good.
Yeah, I'd bring up the fact that the customs of, well, like, wow, we're probably fine letting them do their customs for our people. At the same time, the customs for us being, people from the outside world are different. There are different burial rites and all that.
But what do you do to keep angry spirits away? If give them burial.
Well, like I said, there's different processes and all that.
So you do your processes then?
Yes.
You did.
Because I would assume that. I mean, I don't
but
know.
No burial.
No. Like, I would assume that the people.
We do ritual. We do ritual. Put their souls to rest.
We thank you.
No one to see them later on. A vengeful spirit. So, you have many more people, and then you be bringing them here, yes?
Well, I mean, did we say we know we said we didn't want to bring people. I believe the plan we were gonna, like, are we saying that we're gonna try to suggest the meeting prior to bringing them here, or are we gonna be like, what the fuck are we doing right now? I don't even know anymore. I've got nothing. What are we even doing? We plan that. You know what? Are we just gonna have to take out the whole village? Are we on Sharper's plan now?
See, I told you it was the easy way.
Too hard.
Yeah, I really don't know what we do here. I really have
it's
no
too difficult. Everything's it's falling apart.
Do we ask them if they're opposed to killing God?
I believe during the first thing you alluded to something towards that.
I think they said it's impossible, so.
Yeah.
Or something.
Like, they weren't angry at the idea, they were rather behind it, but they were also rather dismissive of the idea.
We kill God for you. No.
We will kill God.
We are God killers.
With your help, we could kill the god, and then we
can
can
we
get off
can we
this
recruit
island.
them? Can we recruit them to kill God? Thing is, they're not going to go in the temple. They're going to be like, temple, hollow ground. We can't go in there.
Don't think
You
guys
say
gotta convince them to help us kill their god when you can't even figure out whether we're introducing the entirety of everyone else on the island to them or not?
And just
Well,
tell
I mean,
them.
we're trying to deflect the question to
I
let's
mean,
kill
they
God.
said God comes comes into the island when it rains. Maybe we take our chance.
Yeah, we spring an ambush.
Can we
Yeah.
make it rain?
Um,
Someone got an ability to make it rain? Anyone know a
Kinda.
rain dance?
kinda.
Do you want me to do it now?
If you can do one to prove it, I would unironically say yes.
Like I said, I can make a really, really small rain happen. That's about it.
I don't think that's gonna work.
I can do it in a 5-foot cube.
I'm not
That's
sure if
not
that'll
rain,
be enough
that's
to
not rain.
stir up.
I think that's like
Giant
a
crab.
shower.
Like so.
So, you bringing back tribe to here? Keep them safe from devils.
Boy.
We got goddamn devils to worry about.
Can you ask them what the devils are?
The devils, the fish thing, talk to sharks.
What the fuck is a fish that can talk to a shark?
What?
What? That? What?
Ugh.
Devil fishing the shark.
The devils live in the waters, talk to the shark, come on land all the time.
No.
That's why all the weapons.
What do you want? Why weapons?
Can I do the crab walk with the puzzled look on my face?
What?
The
How
devil?
was it? Threat? Yeah.
Wait, maybe find dead one. Hold on. And so he says something to one of the others, and a couple of the people sort of go off. And I gotta find where I put it.
And dead?
Moments later, they come back with sort of a heavily desiccated corpse. Whoops, I hit the wrong button.
Oof.
It's all great.
I don't know if Kaya would know them, maybe.
Yeah, very likely. I mean, sea devils, the Hogwins.
Yes, Hagen.
Have you seen these before?
I'm not very smart. Just not very smart, but she lives in the water, so. Oh, Sahagin.
Devils.
They
Fish people.
talk
Bad
to
fish
sharks.
people.
Devils.
They sentient?
Evil.
They are. Yeah, I mean, likely you
Devil, but
especially,
evil.
Tythorn certainly would have heard of them at some
I
point.
got a character. I don't know what these things
I
are. That's what I'm
understand,
saying.
yeah. They are, an aquatic, mostly aquatic race of people. They can, telepathically command sharks and whatnot. That much of it is common enough knowledge, like stories and whatnot. While things like orcs and goblins still exist, these sort of exist as an equivalent as well.
Gotcha.
So
I mean, we haven't encountered any of these things on the island.
But if things like these exist on this island, it might be better to bring the rest of the crew here.
How many are there?
uh,
Point to the sea fish thing.
D sort of shrugs. They live underwater.
How common are they above water?
Pretty common. Usually come to shoals a lot. Mess with giant clams some too. Things that we like to eat, they like to eat too.
Gosh,
But they know keep the balance when they try to eat them.
Invasive.
I mean, are we supposed to like rid them of their sea devil problem?
Do we bring the tribe here? Do we
We
kill
help with
the god?
What if
What-
we can lure the god to the village? Then they'd have to fight it. Be like Godzilla.
if we help with Sea Devil, help killing God.
Yeah, there you go.
Is that what you said? Because the last actual thing, I mean, they sort of got into tangent. Was whether we're bringing the rest of our tribe or not to the village.
Deflecting. That's the
And
thing
you are
with
definitely
deflecting.
avoiding it, and they are definitely noticing you're avoiding it.
How about we just kill God?
They're offering to kill God. What more could you want in life?
Why want us to meet your tribe?
Because they hate you. Everyone hates you.
Because we really only have one person that can talk to you,
like
and
it's like a,
and
it's a
bringing 20 more
aspiration.
people here is just going to make everything difficult.
Exactly. Thank you, Sharper. But it's so elegantly. Like,
You should probably bring the rest of your tribe here.
Maybe.
maybe. That is our answer.
Depends on them.
You know what? The more I talk to people, the more I think we should just cut the boards
We'll
down.
probably have to at least talk to them and see how they.
Look to
Well,
them
let's-
first, yeah.
Like we'll go offer them. We will offer. We'll offer the you know, the notion that we're welcome here, but it's probably not going to happen.
They're closed off a little bit.
Can I just sit down? I guess with Azori. Wait, no, it's Kaya. Kaya's actually translating. Kaya, and whoever the chief is, and just give them like a 30-minute breakdown of like how people of the outside world aren't trusting of other people, and that it's generally when you see people, especially those you cannot communicate with, that there's an air of unease between them, and you know, it's very easy to fall into miscommunications, and how, you know, simply putting everybody in one place can very easily lead to unintended consequences because they live in a world where everyone speaks one language and it's the same, but we come from a world where everyone is different, more or less.
Roll me a diplomacy check.
Diplomatize.
Persuasion?
There's not a diplomacy
Oh,
check.
you're right. That's
for him.
goodness.
Intimidation or
That's
intimidation.
my 3.5. Yeah.
Dude,
I think
Persuade.
it's persuasion. Yeah.
no persuasion. There you go. It's a 3. Well, hear me out. Hear me out. I'm only explaining it to Kaya. Can Kaya roll the diplomacy?
Sure.
Because she's the
But-
one
but-
translating it.
I mean, if Tythrin is helping, can I get advantage?
I mean, you can only be
I
better than
don't think with a
5.
roll like that, Tythrin is helping at all.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't need it.
Don't need it.
Like, there's some core concepts there. But, you
I
know.
can give you disadvantage if you want.
Oh,
Obviously, you know, persuade your argument pretty well. And sure enough, it takes a while. I'll give you that, but they do come to the understanding that, you know, when Tytherin sort of put it like that it's less the tribe that they're worried about and more the people that they're worried about. They sort of understand it a bit more. They still want them to come over to this side of the island, but they understand not coming into the village.
I mean, honestly, like, well, let me ask this: is there a specific place that's like good to stay on this side of the island?
They would be fine, you know, letting them have sort of the tide pool area. That's where a fair portion of their food comes from. They get to, you know, some of the more easier found things and whatnot. But, you know, where they are and where they can't keep an eye on, there are several points that are specifically sort of no-nos to the rest of, you know, to everyone on the entire island. And they would not feel comfortable with just a large group just doing as they please there.
Sure. I mean, let me say this: while we could, while like resettling this side of the island could certainly happen, would you know, like at the end of the day, they will need wood. Like, are you fine with that happening on this side of the island?
Druk at this point would come up and say, we figure trees to use. We use certain trees. We can find you some trees. But end of day, you build big wave strider. You still have to deal with God.
yes. If we kill Sea Devil, you help with God, killing God.
Well, Sea Devil we deal with already.
But get rid of all.
We super deal with them, so you never have to deal with them again.
You go into water, kill sea devils?
Yes.
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 You kill village of sea devils, then yeah, we try to help.
All right.
Gonna look at the two people who can breathe underwater who have just taken up this monumental task.
Who's the third person who can breathe
He
underwater?
said 2 people.
There's just two.
They said the 3 people.
You
Look, I
have
don't know how we're
anything
gonna
to
do
help breathe underwater.
I mean,
Yeah, maybe
theoretically, I think I can help us with the breathing underwater.
That would have been great to know last week.
Well, I just got it, so I just got it. So
Probably just got it, yeah.
I
But
know.
yeah, I'm asking them, do they have anything to help breathe underwater?
Us? No, we no breathe underwater or we take care of ourselves.
Maybe we
We
could
figure
do,
it
like,
out then.
You know, lung training and all that.
We can
Free
teach you
dive?
dive pearls.
Perfect.
What?
Dive
Dive pearls?
Dive pearls. Hold
Yeah, like pearl
breath.
dive.
Yes.
What a dive for pearls. So
Like,
free
do you-
dive.
Perfect. Look, we're training you guys to breathe underwater. It'll be perfect. It's a perfect technique for people.
So there are oysters around this island?
They said clams at some point.
Yeah. I mean, I might have said clams, but yes, keep them for bed. Pearls jewelry, and you would notice that, sure enough, as you're sort of looking for it, there are people wearing feathers and pearls.
Irrigation? Nah, son. We about that bling life.
Yeah, I'd be more than happy to learn how to dive for pearls.
I think it's a good idea.
The rogue's just found his money-making scheme.
So at this point, as we and they are sort of, coming to terms with this sort of thing, it's like, yeah, sure, we can teach you how to do this. And sort of, yeah, sure, we'd love to learn how to do this.
I swear, Cass comes up and
Cass
starts bitching
speaks up and comes forward and vehemently protests. No, they no longer learn from us. They not part of tribe. We should no be bringing outsiders into tribe.
I do agree with Cass on the second part, though.
Do I command her to shut the fuck up?
No.
I command you to shut the fuck up, Tim.
But I mean, what would the chieftain say to that?
I don't think Cass is gonna sway her, or doesn't.
Well, I mean, you didn't say just yet. You asked everybody, what would should I say that? And again, at the end of the day, it's whether Kaya, says that as well.
Well, yeah, I immediately assume that Kaya is not going to just translate that willy-nilly.
I mean, there's certainly some body language and whatnot that gets through.
I mean, they don't know what we're saying.
Exactly. They don't know what we're saying. But again, there's some, body language, and whatnot that gets through.
Like, for us or for Cass?
Both sides. I mean, she knows that Nyx was angry about that. I mean, that she's definitely as angry as Nyx was, and is, again, protesting to the other two that you just can't teach them anything like that. They're not part of the tribe. We shouldn't be bringing in these outsiders. Yada, yada, yada.
Like I said, I don't think Cass has got any power here. You have no power here, Grandolph the Great. So, just let her complain.
I just say, Cass, you don't have any power here, Grandolph the Great. No.
Can I yawn while she's going?
You could. But after a while, there's sort of a back and forth where they're calmed down, and then they say to give them a moment. And they and a couple of other people sort of group together in one of the tents.
Football huddle?
Hmm?
Is it like a football huddle?
It's exactly the football.
I was going to say, hey, can you guys maybe distract everyone and I try and listen in on them?
I don't think it's a good idea. I mean, whatever they say are discussing that tent, it probably isn't too useful. I mean, why anger them at the end of the day? I mean, like, because if
They'll only get angry if they find out.
Yes, and then we're also surrounded by them without weapons. So,
Yeah.
or,
Uh,
we're not
I
in
have
any
two
position
weapons
to
here.
defend.
Kiss your fists.
I'm always carrying loaded guns.
I just kind of lean on BD.
Regardless, we are certainly in no position to be, making any, make it harder on ourselves than it needs to be.
No, we do that pretty right ourselves.
Exactly. Why give them a reason to listen to Cass? I don't believe. Like, the last time we were here, I believe it was the Druid. He even said that Cass basically has no power.
I think
Though
he was
she
meaning
complains-
more in like magic sense. Like she's
Yeah.
still the magic user of the tribe. She's still going to have some status in the tribe, even if people don't take her seriously, because she's not as powerful as other druids have been in the past.
You're very low,
mean
by
that
the
she-
way. 420.
I just realized. Yeah, I just realized my mic was away from my mouth.
Gotcha.
But did you actually hear what I said? Or
Oh,
did
I heard
do
you.
Yeah. Or I doubt it's the fact that she's completely powerless. Like she probably has some diplomatic or tribal sway in that sense, but she's not about to blow us apart with a fireball.
It's fine. We just kill her now.
She could even cast,
Do you think she'd be
Oh, I
willing to trust another magic user?
Probably even less so. She seemed kind of felt threatened by it all. Probably like a jealousy. If you're obviously more powerful than her, she's not going to be happy with that.
I mean, yeah, she doesn't like others.
Edition.
Right. For the new folks, one of the things, defining moments with Cass is that someone implied something about their god, and she got extremely angry and was, only I speak for God, etc., etc.
I think that might have been me that said something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Always talks about gods and things.
See, religion just shouldn't be in our schools.
All right, but if
No, it shouldn't actually.
we're done strategizing,
If that's what you call it.
I'm not going, let me say this. If, Kaya or whatever wants to go over there and try to eavesdrop, I'm not going to physically restrain them, but I would certainly say it's probably not a good idea.
I'm not asking you to physically restrain them, just to cause a distraction of some sort. But
No,
I
no.
cannot just go
No,
out
not,
of nowhere.
not restrain them, restrain you. So
Can I give them some
Oh.
tips and tricks on how to be quiet about going over and eavesdropping?
You
But
sneak
I
past
would
the
have said,
100
I wouldn't
people
have gone
in the
there.
village.
I'll be like, see that bush over there? Go hide in that.
I have a plan. We throw Sharper into the frog.
Trevor, quick! Make a distraction in the frogs.
No!
Let's not do that.
And I can run away pretty fast. Hey, you're not throwing me in the frog pen.
The Nash damn right.
I can run pretty fast as well.
Hey,
I
hey,
can throw
Shaffer.
you in the frog pen.
Who was the fastest?
Hey, Shaffer.
Who can run
I
really
move
fast?
40 feet, and I can
Shaffer.
do bonus action run as well. Bonus action dash as well.
Ah, damn it, because my max is 75, because I'm 25 with a bonus action dash.
Yeah.
So you could
I
catch
get
me.
80 bonus action dash.
Shaffer.
No, you get 120, because you could use an action dash too.
Or then I can action dash. Oh, yeah.
What were you saying?
But I
Victor?
only need to do one bonus action or action dash
Yeah.
to actually get up to you.
So, would you like to try to make your way over there to eavesdrop?
No, I'm fine. Everyone was against it, so I'm not doing it.
All right. After a little while, Six people sort of come forward out of the sort of huts that they were talking in. Cass looking rather smug, and Druk and Grok looking somewhat angry.
You Cass.
The council has decided our fate.
Grok
Oh,
steps
we have
forward.
decided.
Cass right. We like you, but
We not like you.
you something we not know about before. You outsiders. You're not part of tribe. That something never happened before. And people talk it over, decide not something should be shared with people not out of tribe. He
All right,
crosses
I
his
say we leave
arms
these people or we just
and
stop.
glances over at Cass. You like to join tribe?
Can we learn where the shellfish are if we join tribe?
You know what? We should join the tribe just to spike Cass. I don't want to join this tribe, but I desire to spike Cass more.
Can you teach me how to
And that
make one of those weapons?
I
And
don't
point to
want
one
to
of
join
the,
tribe.
Would you
what are they
say
called?
that in character, Typhon?
There's a lot of people
but no,
saying
that's certainly
things,
not
so,
a fair
you know.
character.
Yeah.
But
How
like
well if you wouldn't say that in
realistically,
character?
I would want to join this tribe. Like if we're being honest, like I would, like out of like between the party, I would say probably don't. Like, but that said, if it gets us access, to training for you guys to function better underwater, it might be worth it. And possibly assistance in dealing with the crab.
And
The
my
assistance in dealing with the crab is if we kill the Huggin.
I mean, they say it's pretty big. Something tells me it's probably not easily going to be taken down by just the 5 of us.
I mean, it did
Hagen?
destroy your ship, likely.
Yeah.
No, I mean, again, the crab, we would need their help, but if we deal with the Sahagin, or if we get the Sahagin to help us deal with the crab,
Yeah, we can join the fish people instead.
and
we can
and just, we get the fish people to help us and kill this tribe because Cass is just the
Fuck
worst.
Cass.
Fuck Cass.
Just fight Cass.
so my opinion is, if they can show me where shellfish are, I'm happy going with these guys.
So you're joining the tribe, Shepard?
I mean, if everyone else isn't, I won't. But
It's
I
against
mean,
it. Like, I'm against it. So-
surely I'll be able to find shellfish on my own. They said there was a tide pools, and I know to go there.
Yeah. Like I said, like in character, I would certainly have no care to join this tribe, but I would certainly wouldn't mind doing it in whatever it's called, advancing us towards actually getting.
Sari
more
said she can
progress.
help us breathing underwater.
True,
Might
but
be
how-
in excess
how
of a
much is
spell
that?
slot, but
What
Not
is
really,
the
it's a cantrip.
spell? What-
So okay, it had to, like I said, it's be shaped water, and I would imagine like I could potentially just shape like an air pocket from the water to allow like a moment to breathe.
Okay. How big can you shape the air? How big can you shape water? Because if it's a cantrip, I'm guessing about like a 5-foot cube, and that's probably only going to be about 10-15 minutes of air.
Yeah, it's certainly not going to be.
But I can shape it into shapes for an hour. Which, like I said, I could probably like, I don't know.
Point of the matter is there won't be air there anyway because you can't
You
just
could technically- yeah, you could
separate
technically
the
play air
hydrogen
from
and
the
the
surface.
oxygen.
So, like,
but-
there is a water breathing spell. It's a 3rd level spell, so I'm not going to, obviously allow a cantrip to take place of a 3rd level spell.
5th level then. I would be able to help 5th level.
But yeah,
wait for
even if you
fifth
could make a
level
pocket of
injury.
water, that would not be a lot of time of oxygen.
That's why I said Yeah, that's why I said this as a technicality, because it was a really...
I mean, I love the
It's
thinking
thing.
outside the box, but
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, because it's like, well, I could technically just move the water around. I could create like a potential air pocket.
I mean, theoretically, it could work for one person for like a bit, you know?
Yeah.
But really not for everyone.
in a pinch, maybe, sure.
Okay.
Like, say hypothetically, Nyx needed to swim out of like a temple, but she just barely couldn't make it. You could give her, you know, the extra little oxygen oomph at the end.
Okay. Okay. There is actually a rule. A 5-foot cube has roughly 20 minutes of breathable air before suffocation begins.
Yes, but that's assuming that there was air there in the first place. You
excuse me.
can't
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
separate
If you
water and have an air pocket without air being drawn to that point.
I mean,
first.
but technically you can do it if you like. You start using shape water in the surface. You put your head in,
Yeah.
and then dive in, and then
you can
it's
do
there.
that, but once you're underwater, that's it.
20
Yeah,
minutes
but that's
is
20
definitely-
minutes.
20 minutes
not
is
gonna be
definitely not
enough.
going to be enough to kill a tribe, though.
No.
But
Yeah.
still,
Yeah, it'd just be like a small boost that I could carry around, but yeah, I agree.
Either way, Grim ruled that no, we are not doing that.
no.
Graham, are we allowed to potentially breathe for one person for 20 minutes underwater?
Maybe if we have a very niche case, for example, you know, Nyx needing a little boost.
Getting out of a temple.
Yeah.
But would you let it be used to help me get some more pearls for diving?
Probably not.
So that makes sense.
We can make we can kill frogs.
Oh,
We
okay.
can make breathing sac. We can like make air sacs with their intestines and stomachs.
Yeah.
Hey Grim, remember when our last party thought I was weird for having a hand that I made jerky out of?
You made your hand jerky at some point?
Didn't I try some of that jerky? Wasn't
Yeah, I
it
think
very
so.
nice jerky?
I think so, yeah.
That's pretty weird. Like, you know, frog air bladders,
To be
like,
fair,
weird but funky.
like I believe he was
Hand
a
jerky,
goblin
just
at
wait.
the time.
Yeah, I was a goblin. And my
I
whole thing
I
was that
a
it was like
dragonborn.
about food and shit. It was pretty great.
So Grok
Okay.
steps out of being frozen in time, is continuing to glance smugly over at Cass, and again asks you if you like to join the tribe.
Grog is
Grok.
smugging as well.
Grok is
Oh, what a
looking
traitor
smug
son of-
at Cass.
What a
Because
son
he
of a-
liked the idea of having us join the tribe.
Yeah, we joined the tribe. Yeah, okay. Fair.
So what is the general? Are we going to join the tribe?
Oh yeah, we never actually discussed that. We were too
Got
busy
it.
thinking
Got a
about.
little tangent. It happens.
What are Sora's and Nyx's like thoughts on this in character?
I mean, in character, Nyx wouldn't want to unless someone said it was to spite Cass, then she would be on board. But if no one said that, like, you know, explicitly, then yeah, she would be like, nah, I like my freedom.
I mean, I don't think it's a matter of freedom, but
As far as Zora, I mean, she's more in the vein of if joining this tribe would further help with going forward, she'd be okay with that.
yeah, same.
I
Like,
mean,
I personally, I mean, I feel like it could only benefit us on the island.
Yeah, I agree.
The thing is,
Yeah.
at the moment of
And-
living, it might
and
be
Cass would hate
weird.
it.
Yeah, like me
Cass
myself,
Cass would
I'd-
flip her shit.
I don't care, but Nyx herself wouldn't want to unless it was to spite Cass because she's a dick.
I mean,
you could spike Cass and be a dick. Be joined.
we can spike
She
Cass,
starts
maybe,
eating an
yeah,
apple.
but I mean, saying that everyone is around thinking the same, that it would help us, then I'd say yes.
I'd move forward, look smug at Cass, and then
Look
get down
smugly
on,
at Cass, yeah.
look smugly at Cass, and then get down on one knee. and say
Do
I
you
will
propose
accept.
to her?
And not,
I was like,
no,
she takes this as a standard proposal.
I say
You
I will
present the
accept.
pearl to her.
They have no idea what I'm saying, but I'm going to say I will accept.
Yeah, I'll say, yeah, we will. Just look smugly at Kez. And I...
Poke the tongue out.
So again, this is an important one. So everybody does agree, right? Okay.
Yeah.
More or
More or
less.
less. I mean, we might have our
Yeah, more or less.
reservations about it, but we're willing to at least go along with it. You sort of you tell, and Kess is fuming, angry. She stomps her feet, she turns, and she leaves. She's definitely grumbling the entire time. Back into
literally
one of the things. Grok is looking very smug about it, however. This is good. This is good. We set up trial for you. It probably happens sometime tomorrow. All of you can use Wave Strider, yeah?
Well enough.
Good. Tomorrow you see Tan. You get Tan's blessing.
The fuck's on?
All these new names, damn it.
Taan. It's actually probably more Tan.
Han, sure, who's Han?
Well, we tell you tomorrow. Secret within tribe.
Wait, they're telling
Okay.
us.
Can one of you show me how to use a wave skipper?
Yeah, I'll give wave skipper lessons.
Wave Strider.
Wave Strider.
I'll help.
So do we need a training montage of using a waves?
Coding 101.
Can we get a quick training montage?
Well, I mean, like, it's basically, it's just a sail and a rudder of some sort, a rudder just being a paddle. So, like, it's not complicated to use. Because I do a vehicle, thing. Where even is vehicle check?
It's going to be in
I'm
your
gonna do a water
tools.
intelligence. I'm gonna roll it to teach everyone. Oh, it's so
It's
good.
one of those that isn't
Look at
always
that.
intelligence. It prompts for.
Well, I'm
different
doing
things.
intelligence from future people.
I have it set up to a query. If I were wanting to try, what should I go off? Just for a practice.
For something like that, it's going to be dexterity. For like a wave strider, like handling it.
Oh, that is amazing. Thank you.
You're a natural. You get into the water a little bit, and while you're just in the sort of shallows, you're not in the deep water or anything like that. But you have no problems keeping your balance, keeping on it.
I don't have any of that.
Okay.
What do I do to roll for it?
Yeah, you can set. Again, that's probably something I forgot with you guys. But you should set up watercraft as a tool proficiency, whether you have it or not.
But
Just under passive wisdom perception. Just set it up as a
Okay,
query.
what attribute does it
Query,
use?
because it depends on
meaning it
different
changes.
uses.
Oh, okay.
So I believe you need to, unless you actually are proficient, you need to put like a -2 mod or something. But that's what I'm gonna do because that's what how
yeah.
Starbucks
Yeah.
set up.
Yes, because I've got
Yes, I
plus
have to
negative
put up
to.
Okay. So
So
it's
just
the
in
first
mods.
time I'm using this because I usually swim or ride in a
Right.
big boat. How do I do it to begin learning? What do I need to roll?
Again, for something like this, it's going to be dexterity.
Okay. Dexterity is decent.
Yeah, and you're pretty much a natural too. You don't have problems staying on your balance and all, or anything like that. You take to it a lot like a fish would, proverbially take to water. So you feel pretty confident.
Am I proficient in it now?
No.
You just know
So
how
what? Just because I can breathe water means I'm a fish?
But I mean, Again, I like your initiative there. So,
So just after that one little thing, I'm so confident. I know I've got the hang of this. Like, nothing can go wrong. I've got this. I'm going to win this trial.
Nothing can
Like,
go wrong for now.
I'm going to shine above everyone in this trial tomorrow. The Shaft is just so confident.
they tell you, this be good. Tomorrow, you take trial, you join village. Tonight, you keep vigil. You stay up, stay awake all night, and then tomorrow you go off.
Wait, no sleep? Exhaustion?
No sleep.
We're getting stuck as we need
Ooh.
to sleep over here.
Oh god, they're gonna kill us. I return and say, they want us dead, they want us not to sleep.
I don't think that they're trying to kill
At some
you.
point,
It'd be much easier.
Shafira would come up and nudge
You
you,
can talk to Shafira now.
Kaya, because obviously you're the one speaking. Tell them, let me take trial too.
Okay, I look at Greg. Shafira wants trial too.
He looks very quizzically, and then starts to laugh some. Bird pets, she no take trial. We go over this before.
I walk up to him. Bird is better than you. He take trial.
Sorry, what was
She
that?
really has a lot.
I didn't.
Like, I just walk up to him and just look at him, like, menacingly. Let her take trial. She better than you.
Don't insult him. Like, I can't
She would surprise you if you actually let her try.
Yeah, I know, but I'm, like, trying to threaten him, like, looking and also looking menacingly.
Roll intimidation.
I'm not great at this, but I'm trying to get it. Yeah,
Could have
no.
easily just been like, if she doesn't, we don't take trial, she doesn't. Probably like, sure.
Now we don't get to take the trial.
And now we're all murdered.
I was gonna get them to teach me how to make a mug of water.
Oh, fuck you, Schneider.
I can use those now.
That's great intimidation.
And we get advantage on this roll.
Give me advantage, yeah. Can I have advantage for that roll?
You can think about all the ways he could just destroy us.
Yeah, and we're gonna do it sort of differently. The chief sort of looms above you, and he pulls himself to his full height, which you didn't realize, but he was certainly slouching some before. And first, before I paint the scene, we're gonna roll the check.
He rolls a nat one. Oh,
He
no,
doesn't
did
roll
not
great.
that one.
Okay.
So
He did roll a 2.
it doesn't look like he's putting his heart into it.
Can I use that to give him disadvantage? Not that he needs it. I just want to be scary too.
But he definitely looks down on you.
I'm gonna step back and just sit down and wait to see what happens.
No pet better than me.
He no pet. He person.
I challenge you to a
Let her try.
that should be a-
She'll surprise.
He sort of cocks his head here, there, and whatnot. Fine. She try. But no one to hear crying when she die. And he turns and walks away.
It's her choice.
Okay.
Alright, Shafir, we vouched for you. Don't fuck up.
Keep
I'm
blinding.
going to suggest that Kaya
Don't fuck up.
probably try not to intimidate the warrior tribes over here. There's probably smarter ways to go about it.
And if we're
You
gonna
say Kaya, but he's not smart.
do that, we should at least tip the scale in our favor and use the character who's built around diplomacy.
Yeah.
Yes, but I'm the one that's talking here, though.
You could have been like, "Don't make me sick." The pale one on you, and the next can
I'll
like
just look.
ripple.
She's
menacingly.
intimidating. Don't make me see her on you. Just look at the bear.
Go look at Chester.
So, Sask, whom we have not spoken to before, but has been introduced to us, comes up to us after that. And she's got a approving look on her face. That pretty good.
Good.
That good job. You show any fear back to Chief. Well done. Give you hint for trial tomorrow. Ta'an, not your friend. Ta'an friendly, but not friend. You remember this, yeah?
So, yes. So,
Are
Hiltaan?
you saying that Tan will work against us, not for us?
She sort of smiles, and then she too walks away.
Dun, dun, dun.
Okay.
I'm gonna take that as a yes.
It sounds like this trial will be a massive test.
It's going to be us fighting Taan, probably.
I don't think we'll have to fight.
We're not
him.
fighting, but like Taan is trying to disrupt them.
But he might not tell us the truth. Look, when he talks to us, look for things in between words.
Perhaps.
So towards
yes.
the evening, you're all ushered sort of under the tent. You're fed and you're brought a drink as well. That's obviously not something that anybody else is drinking. There's a fair amount of ceremony being done to it. It's prepared in front of you by Drook over this fire, and it involves all sorts of herbs and different liquids from various places. And it's certainly a large ritual that Drook is going through to prepare this drink for you. And then he brings
You like drugging us.
it over to you, and he hands each of you a small cup of it. Probably no more than, a shot.
I mean, I would sort of drink it, but I think I don't think I really have like much of a throat
Right,
for it to
I
go
mean-
to. So,
I mean, I smell it and just drink it a minute.
so granted, I can consume things in the sense of like potions and all that, so theoretically I could still consume whatever it is.
I mean,
I mean, it
Thumbs
doesn't say
up.
you're immune to poison or any sort of those things.
Oh, it was a poison.
So
Did not
the question
really-
is, does everybody drink it?
Understand,
Does
because-
anybody try to not drink it,
I mean-
or?
I'm a
Like, I
drinker.
cough and like actually throw it across the
F
village?
you.
I throw it on Dirk's face.
Can Azori like check it first to see if there's like any type of like medicinal stuff that was added to it or something?
I would just
like,
drink it.
Yeah, there
It's
would
a
be no
drug.
waiting with Shasta.
Well, there was a lot of things added to it, and some of the plants and herbs used are not things you could readily identify because they're unique to where you are. You could try to make, let's call it a nature check to, take a guess, but it'd be only a guess at the very best.
Okay. No clue.
It's 11 secret herbs and spices. That's the best you know.
Damn you, Colonel. Azoria will just assume it's safe and just take the shot.
What does it taste like?
I think it tastes like bubble gum, like like the bubble gum medicine you drink.
It's sort of an acrid taste, like bitterness to it. It is definitely not a pleasant little drink that you have. Although, luckily enough, there's not a lot of it.
No
Love the flavor of chlorophyll in the afternoon.
I make the liquid look like it's disappeared. And a show of drinking it. I put it to my lips and then cast that.
Mm-hmm.
But don't drink it, obviously.
And then what do you do with the liquid?
See it.
Well, are they? I'd be waiting till last. Are they like taking the glasses back or what?
Oh my gosh. Goodbye, Nix.
By then, I would. Well, because there's no weight to it, unfortunately. No weight.
You just gotta
changing.
stay for the rest of the night.
You
Just
move
hold in the drink.
in minor illusion so that the drink, like, as it falls, it disappears.
Should I ask them to keep the cup as a souvenir?
Oh my god. This got mean so much to me. Please.
With a 17?
Can you do like a performance
I
act?
will. I will make an opposed persuasion check. Very simple. And again, there's.
I think it should be a performance.
It doesn't
You can't
seem as if he has any lingering attachment to it. So yes, he will allow you to keep the cup.
Cool. And then I would basically just like store it in my bag, and if the liquid goes through my bag, then oh well. I don't have
Put it in
anything
Chester.
important there. All my important stuff's in Chester. Actually, yeah, no, that's a point. I would very carefully put it back into Chester, making sure not to spill it, so I could vial it later. And then if anyone asks Nix about the cup, should just say that it's a memento/keepsake.
As in the rest of the party or anybody else?
Anyone, whether it was the other tribes people, like, why did you want to keep the cup of all things? It's a memento.
So the rest of you can sort of feel your heart start to beat faster. Those of you that have beating hearts.
I don't have heart.
Thank you. Even before I could say something.
Oh god, we're having what is it? Ayahuasca? That stuff?
What?
Isn't
I
that like
don't think it's ayahuasca.
Holy,
like an Amazon thing?
Peyote and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's cactus juice.
No. For all intents and purposes, you've just been given a rather high dose of caffeine.
She's like munched
Nick's
on a
gonna
bunch of
live in the
guarana
life.
berries.
And you're sort of, again, left alone mostly for the rest of the night. Whereas most of the villagers have been sort of hanging on, paying strict attention to you. Now, at this point, they're definitely ignoring you.
wait, what did it do again? The drink?
It's just
Caffeine.
like a coffee. I think it's
Oh.
to make sure you don't fall asleep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Probably removes the point of exhaustion you guys just missed on.
Or forces it on us.
Yeah, I don't know
You can
whether
still
we
take
get the
I
point of
guess I would
exhaustion.
know that Nick's didn't drink.
Yeah, not even the party would know that I didn't drink it.
I guess unless I wanted to roll per counter to it, but I don't, so.
I mean, those of you that are magically inclined knew he cast something. I mean, there's a somatic component to the spell.
Yeah, and I don't have the feet that's all like, nah, you can't actually hear me.
Yeah, I can maybe do it. I'd probably could probably know or the story, but yeah,
Right.
fine. Wouldn't pay attention to it. And Hythrin can probably sleep actually,
Right.
because Hythrin just stays in one place.
True. Yeah, I guess I theoretically can sleep regardless because it's not
Yeah.
sleeping.
Exactly.
So, granted, I could even not sleep and still not be exhausted. But
But yes, the rest of you, no matter should you have wanted to or not, you cannot sleep for the night.
whenever you try, someone just comes up and slaps across the face.
Well, no, you just you stay awake the entire night. You physically cannot
But
sleep
Nyx
right
could
now.
theoretically.
Nyx
But Nyx
could
could
theoretically
technically
sleep.
Nyx would get about to midnight and then prop herself against BB and fall asleep.
Yeah, I would probably try to wake you up. Because
Eh,
you're not supposed to be
we're not sleeping, man.
sleeping. Yeah.
They can't catch us sleeping.
No, Nyx, you cannot sleep. Nyx.
Does everyone going to really keep her up? Because
Yeah.
one by one, as people wake her up, she is going to cast this on you guys. So do you want to go down that path?
Yeah, because that I can't be put to sleep. So
We'll all wake you up at once.
you can't put me to sleep. So not even
Oh,
that.
there is Tythrin. That's unfortunate.
You probably get a few of us, but not all of us.
Or,
I mean, if you
or-
put us to sleep, that's good for us, though.
It's bad because we're gonna fail
Do
the
you
trial.
attempt
Although,
to put them to sleep?
I mean, first one to wake me up, like
Which
yeah,
whomever the
she would
first
Maybe
one.
offhandedly.
But regardless, you cast the spell, and you know you cast the spell correctly. However, it does not put them to sleep.
Oh
I don't
my
think it
God.
would have anyway. I rolled really low and could only affect 25 hit points.
I have more than that.
Zori's fine.
I'd be fine. By 2.
I've got 35.
You put yourself to sleep instead.
I'm magically.
Which I
enchanting
guess in
myself.
theory that's a win-win.
No, they can just be
You put
shaken
Shafira to
awake,
sleep.
unfortunately.
No.
Uses
Well,
the spell to
oh
put
yeah,
herself
that's a
to
good
sleep.
question. Did Shafir get a drink? as
Shafir would have
well?
gotten the drink as well, yes.
I mean, how'd you drink it? She doesn't have opposable thumbs.
Druk would have assisted her in drinking it.
I like it.
She grabbed it with her beak and then tipped it back.
However, I mean, she obviously drinks things.
Yeah,
do
but she's most of the time not from a shot
Fair.
glass.
But again, you know,
It
as
sort
I
of
mentioned
looked
before,
like
you know,
that hummingbird.
she can manipulate things. The spell changes and makes it so they can to some extent. Either way,
Yes.
unless we wish to have a conversation about Nyx not sleeping.
Not about the not sleeping thing, but Zori will go. Who has the ring again?
I have it on me.
So yeah, Zori will go up to Tythrin. Tythrin, that ring that we found in the temple, can I see it?
Oh, of course. And then, yeah, I'd take it out of the bag and get it to him. Or her.
Okay. And Zori will kind of go off somewhere off to the side and just, for 10 minutes, focus on it and ritual cast Identify on it to learn what it is.
Mm-hmm. And what you have here, I am
ring
putting
of
into the party notes under the unknown ring.
Oh, yeah, pretty nice.
It is a ring
Oh,
of
nice.
minor telepathy. You can speak using telepathy to one humanoid who is capable within. Oh, excuse me. It's supposed to be within 5 feet.
That's kind of cool.
Bloop.
So you. Wait, do they need to
Can we-
understand you, or
They do not.
Oh,
You
no,
do
that's
not
fine.
need to speak in the same language. You have to merely be able to speak a language.
You have to
Can
be
we
able to
take our
understand the
midway break?
language. What if you can't speak because you don't have a tongue? Does that mean you can't use telepathy? Like if you cut someone's tongue out, they can't.
You need to be capable of understanding at least one language.
I'm gonna be back. I'm gonna grab some water.
It don't say you need to be capable of speaking.
I mean, I'm just yeah. I'm
I didn't.
saying.
I said you need to be capable of language. It's a mental faculty thing.
I know, but the way Grim has it. But I'm curious, I guess.
It's like Tasha's hideous laughter. You can still make a mind flayer be affected by that, even though it doesn't have a mouth to laugh with. But yes, I shall be back.
That's all I.
All right, I'm back.
So, that Kiss is pretty mad now.
What's that?
I bet Kiss is pretty mad now.
I bet she's not happy. I'm gonna delete the ring.
So we had a way to communicate with them this whole time.
Yeah.
Still kind of like if we just kept going with the pigeon speak and made it difficult now still, even though we do know that we can make it easy.
I thought about it, I'm not gonna lie. Man, I forgot what this other one was. I was gonna.
I have arrived.
Welcome back. Nope. Still waiting on people.
I'm back whenever, Bob.
Welcome back. I think we're still waiting on some
Having a Pop Tart.
Pop-Tarts. Welcome back.
Yeah. Sorry, Nex. We can't afford to take the chance of you not letting us get the trial for sleeping.
I mean, you say that like I don't have command. Like I can't literally make you leave me alone.
I mean, I believe
Weren't
you
you
would
saying
have that,
before?
but
Weren't
you
saying
didn't do
before?
that.
No, but I still do have it and spell slots for
Are
it.
you gonna burn every spell slot you have trying to make us leave you alone at night, and when we inevitably fail, you'll have no spells going into the next day?
No, because I'd like the spell slots for other reasons. But if we weren't about to do something tomorrow, yes, I would. Just for the RP.
Nyx really likes their
You're dealing,
Yeah, not a spite.
yeah, you're dealing with a teenager girl, man. Like, nah. You're lucky she doesn't have access to Firebolt.
Oh boy.
We'll see how many times you wake her up throughout the night when you get a Fireball to
Is
the
everybody
face.
back? Or are we still waiting on Kaya, Sergio?
I can take a lot more fireballs.
Oh,
I'm
you're
back.
back? Okay, I think I just heard a
I'll
Zori too,
just
right?
break
Well,
into.
Okay,
Yep.
awesome. All right, we are back. I hope everybody's water is delicious.
I'm gonna get water.
I have lime fizzy.
My water is contaminated with caffeine and guarana.
My water has ice. And it's
My
delicious.
water has ice.
My water turned to wine.
Did you know your ice is actually just floating in a pool of its own blood?
Yeah, that's what
Did
I
you-
love about it.
Did you know ice is technically a rock and water is technically lava?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Since
actually,
you told
yeah.
me the other night.
Most metal thing to drink.
The most adult drink of them all. So the other thing is, now that we know what the ring does, whom is holding on to the ring?
Yeah. Because after I identify, I'll let everybody know like what its function and what it can do.
I mean,
I don't
in
I
character,
really want to
Probably
roll a
Nick.
sleight of hand check right
Like,
about
out of
now.
character,
in
I would say
character,
Nick.
Nyx would like it because it would help, like, with her axe and stuff, she would believe. But out of character, I also think that Nyx would be the better one for the diplomacy and stuff because of the
Yeah,
fact
I believe
that,
Nyx is basically the face right now. So
yeah, I'm
mean,
completely
Yeah.
built around diplomacy. I've got performance, persuasion.
So I don't think it really would
intimidation.
help a performance considering it's a 5-foot range.
I
You
mean,
have to be
like I
pretty
said,
arguable.
in character, that's just what she would be thinking. She would just hear telepathy and she'd be like, oh, cool, I can, communicate my plays and acts to other people.
And then she'll be
everything
like,
that.
"This shit's broke."
You can do a lot of close-up magic too.
Yeah. But I mean, at the same time, if anyone else actually wants it for a particular reason, feel free to say so. I was just thinking, like, game sense wise, the one built around diplomacy should have it, and I'd say that if someone else had, 6 to persuasion, performance, and intimidation, and everything else.
I mean, clearly Kaya out of character. Clearly Kaya needs it because she has incredible intimidation skills.
Out of
Right?
character, I don't even really want it, but I just really want to roll that sleight of hand.
We're all literally focused on this ring in the middle of Exori's palm. I don't think
I
you're gonna
think, yeah,
stand
okay,
out
as
of
long as
your
holding
way.
on to it, I have to counter that.
But no, really, in character, Kaya has no interest in it.
I mean,
I-
I'll give someone the potion of blur that I took out. I'll chuck that back to the party for the ring. I know it's kind of a consumable versus a permanent, but just
Well,
saying,
I'm
Pretty
another
good
critical
consumable.
war for this raid.
basically pulling out everything from the dungeon and chucking it on Nyx because I don't want to seem greedy like that.
Man, Nyx, first we give you that potion, now the rig. Oh, that's literally
right.
60%, 66% of loot we've gotten this entire game.
Hey, not my fault. Someone broke a quarter of the loot that we actually got.
Yeah.
Look, someone didn't want to pick open the lock.
Someone
Wow.
stole their lockpicking tools.
Then in the end, it all comes down to who was that dude who pushed Sharper down the stairs? His name was like Steve or something.
I do not remember what their name
Well,
was, honestly.
Let me rephrase that. The dude who just fell down the stairs himself. Because he missed Sharper.
The dishonorable fella.
Mhm.
The little bitch.
Regardless.
But I mean, if one of the frontliners wants the potion of blur, that would probably be better for them anyway.
Give it to Sharper or someone.
I've already got a potion, and I have no idea what it does.
Give it to Kaya then.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll take it.
Okay.
And I'll grab the ring then.
Actually, wait. Thor, hold on to that for a second, just to double check to make sure exactly what these potions are.
Oh yeah, because you can identify them now.
Yeah. So she's gonna take another 22 minutes to.
All right,
identify
so
this-
what you have in the clear potion is, in fact, a potion of blur.
Okay.
I
I'll let
noted
everybody
down.
know that.
And the
blurry.
pink potion is a rest in a bottle. And it is now in your party notes. When you drink it, you gain the benefits of having a long sleep. Long rest.
Who was our
Convenient.
spellcaster?
Wait,
Wait, you're
actually
a
really
warlock,
dope.
eh?
I don't believe we've burnt any spell slots. Because we
Yeah,
rested.
we don't need it for now, but I mean, the warlock doesn't need it because she can just take a short rest.
Yeah, I'll say if someone else can benefit more from a long rest. they could probably take it because the only thing I really get out of long rest is just get my extra healing back.
Yeah.
Me or
Python
Kaya.
gets.
I mean,
just
I mean, I get
health,
my healing
Strapper gets
surges
just
and all that
health.
stuff back, and what, like, second wind or whatever.
You get
yeah.
those on.
the only thing I get back are my spells, which I knew that I don't have like much utility in them. I can
just
still
get
get my
healing.
key points just in a short rest, so I can still be relevant with
Yeah,
the
it's-
short rest. So I don't need it.
It's only the long rest things that we're too worried about, and everyone recovers basically everything on a short rest anyway.
Yeah, I get my stuff on a short rest as well.
Except for one person in the party. But
Oh my
they
god,
can get
Nick.
another item.
A fine addition to my collection. As Nick's like shuffles it into it.
See, Sean, who needs to steal things when you can just be so needy?
I just missed what happened. My internet cut out.
Nick's just stealing your potion.
We figured out
I
that
really don't
literally
need it.
literally the only person who gets like major benefits from a long rest would be Nyx, which is my spell slots, because everyone
can-
else gets
can-
everything off short rests.
So can I have the ring then?
Yeah, sure.
I mean,
I'll
I'm
trade
fine.
you. I'll trade you the ring for the potion.
Yeah.
Okay, so Sharper has the ring.
Yes.
Okay, noted. I put who has like the stuff in the for our
Mhm.
party notes, but you
I
know,
have
put
it
it
on
on
my
your own
sheet,
character
too.
sheet as well.
I like it when
Oh,
it's
yeah,
on
I have
the
magnitude
party notes,
already.
because that means I can just look at the party notes and see who has what magical item wise.
And what would I?
I
call-
like it on my sheet, so I can look at my sheet and know what I've
Yeah,
got.
it's
I
like
have
the
the potion of blur, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, you do.
And the coffee shop. What would I put that on my sheet as?
Sorry, what?
The shot
Coffee shop.
drink.
Just mark it down as a V pocket rocket.
Oh, excuse me. You can put that as oh gosh.
Trial drink. You know, trial drink.
Have you tried those little V shots? They are pretty nasty.
What is
but
the
they
opposite of
do.
a good night's rest?
A 48-hour
A
energy?
hangover.
Yeah, yeah.
A nightmare in a bottle.
No.
I may not want to say something, but I don't think I can because we're streaming.
Oof. But either way, you know, it's a shot, whatever. It makes you immune to magical and mundane forms of sleep for 24 hours.
Anti-sleep
Yeah,
potion.
I just can't. I can't think of a better name
No,
for it right now.
The no sleep potion.
Oh wait,
Potion of no
Liquid
sleep.
no-dos.
Good no-dos.
potion of insomnia.
That's a good one. That's a real good one.
I was trying to think, it's like, what's the thing I have that it keeps me up like all night? Insomnia.
Unfortunate.
Is this a
But
insomnia?
then again, the potion of insomnia also implies the existence of a potion of sleep paralysis.
That's just
mean-
great.
I left it. Which actually would exist because the dream spell does something similar to that.
Excuse me.
Do we still get the point of exhaustion from?
Yes.
The-
You all gain a point of exhaustion.
Except me, because I'm taking a rest.
I mean, except for, like, again, those of you who do not need to sleep.
Nah, as long as I'm kept awake, I'm gonna keep Tythrin moving and doing shit.
Yeah. This.
But I mean, I believe that still counts as a rest.
Throw some
Regardless.
water on his feet so he starts to rust if he doesn't move.
Yep. I'll do
I mean,
everything in my power to keep Tythrin from getting a
Tythrin
long
can
rest
do
if
light
I'm-
activity, unfortunately. For example, keeping watch and whatnot. Like, unless... I cannot think of a way you're making them do more than light activity.
You know
Well,
what?
Let's make it.
Wait,
Let's make
no,
a
no,
lot
no.
of
Come
noise.
on.
I'll take it. I
Let's
won't
make a
rest
lot of
tonight.
noise and force a
I won't
random
rest
encounter.
tonight. Like, it's fine. I don't actually mind. Because even still, I always have one less point of exhaustion than I would normally have, so I'm still at 0. So
Fucking Warforged.
But next,
We're just so
you
broken.
can just drink the potion of rest and you can lose the point of exhaustion.
I'm not wasting that now.
you could just to do like a power move.
Instantly
It
drink
would
it
be a
down.
pretty strong
Ask
power
for the
move.
ring back.
Yes, let's go through our magical items quickly.
Right. So the next day, early as the sun rises, Sask comes to you. You are all ready?
Sure.
Good. You'll be coming with me, and you'll be coming with Rusk. We will be taking you to the island. Let us go. Pick out a wave strider, and we shall make our way there.
I thought this was the island.
Yes.
Oh gosh, these ones are still like when I drew them, so I just ripped this one apart. Oh,
Okay,
God,
so-
Yeah, they're probably
So,
different layers. Yeah.
Well,
Do-
it's
do
because
any
I
of
was
the-
the one who made them. Is the thing. So
Do any of the wave striders look different, or are they all exactly the same?
if they're one that's like hot
Like one has
Is-
cool
is there
racing
one that's-
stripes on it.
Is there one that's like slightly smaller than the rest?
No, they would
they'd
not
probably
be
be, like,
made,
a
halfling
variant.
size to be.
Well, they'd probably be slightly, varying in size.
Okay, I'll take the one with the racing stripes.
Is there a child's one?
No.
I just thought it would be funny as the halfling on a small one.
Is there a big one for Shafira?
No.
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 She can just fly to the
Fair,
island.
she can just
Well-
fly, but
Is she?
she's not.
Gonna die on the raft.
No, I forgot to bring the wave strider with me.
Can I just swim? Is there anything wrong if I just swim, Lewis?
He probably wants you to take the wave strider.
Like, if you insist
Well, I
on
mean, you can
swimming, you
ask.
can. Sask would explain to you that it is about 10 miles out, and the wave strider moves a lot faster than anyone could swim.
That answers my question.
Okay.
All right. So I am going to.
On the high seas.
Actually, I'm very specifically not going to do that.
That's annoying.
Do we need to
Do
do
we
some
have to roll if
checks?
we're not proficient with it?
Yes, we will.
In a moment, I'm sure.
But instead, what we're going to do is we're just going to pull ourselves onto here. Or at least we're going to pull someone onto here.
We'll just use my economy. It's right here. Unless we want to use Chester.
What I would like is a dexterity-based watercraft check from everyone.
Always dexterity. I suck at dexterity.
Could you imagine being an extremely dexterous robot?
I could have been. I chose not to, though.
Why you steal Daddy's car?
Did you just ask me why I stole
That
Daddy's
was a
car?
dexterous robot. Yeah, that was a dexterous robot. Chappy.
Oh, I didn't see it.
Oh yeah, nah, he was.
What?
Well,
You
Dex,
can
right?
sleep
And one
now.
from Kaya, please.
It's like Kaya's swimming.
I'm swimming, I guess.
So, Kaya, Zori, you're the only two who are having real troubles with it. Tytherin is barely managing, but is still managing to more or less stay on the craft. It's very clear that Tytherin is having trouble steering where he needs to go. But unfortunately, the two of you are actually having a lot of trouble staying on the craft. As you're doing this, though, because of your sort of circumstances, typically Sask or Rusk will come up, get you on the board, on their board, and then get you on your board for right now, at least. So it does not appear to be a problem. Can I get perception checks from everyone?
Would you like a weather roll as well?
I would in just a minute.
Oh, I didn't know.
That's fine.
11-7 for when it's in. It is.
I see everything.
Because I have to do my weather roll. It is clear.
There's a hurricane hidden right now.
You bet. Nix, you do something in the water. You're not sure whether to tell everyone, but out in the water, a couple 100 feet or so, there's two things that you see. Number one, and again, I'm trying to figure out where I have the things, are under the water. You see these massive clams. These clams, again, they start at about 10 feet across, and it looks like they get something like 25 feet across or so. These are gigantic.
Scarf or don't get eaten by them.
I would want to get eaten by something else.
I mean, after saying a clam like that, it's like, where are the lemons?
Imagine the pearls in those clams.
Imagine the tongue.
Clams don't have tongues.
The tongue is the part you eat.
But to be fair, they have a pearl. The tongue is occupied in the pearl, so they can't do anything with the tongue.
I don't like the idea of a tongued clam.
Second thing you see
They do have tongues, though.
is something you've seen before.
Ooh,
It's Teclin.
Did I bring up Teclin by accident?
No, I was just
Oh,
making
okay.
a joke.
Like,
There are sharks in the
Black
water
is-
currently.
Oh boy.
But either way, they seem to be keeping their distance mostly, as we're sort of ferrying to wherever this place is. Again, 10 miles out or so. Not a very long journey at all by Wave Strider. It is a relatively clear day. The wind's going quite briskly, so we're making really good time as we're going out, actually. The two women stop as we sort of see the island on the horizon. They explain that they won't be going any further. That is up to you to continue the trial on your own. We can bring ourselves down here.
How does this island have a volcano on it?
so we have to go ahead.
Sacrifice. Sacrifice.
Start bait.
The island is small, and we can tell that there certainly is what certainly looks like an active volcano on it. And we know, or some of you may know, or should know, that makes absolutely no sense.
I'd like to point out how absolutely no sense this volcano makes.
And indeed, it makes absolutely no sense.
Magic. That's how.
Well, If it makes no sense, it's probably where we should be heading, right?
Are you gonna like jump in it?
Probably not, but
I guess
we
there's
should at
nothing else
least
on the island.
investigate it,
so-
right?
Will everyone please roll initiative?
Oh, never mind. We're on rolling
I need to place myself in there.
to walk before you rolled initiative.
Man, right, I have to roll a 2.
Oh my god,
suck.
amazing!
Ooh, nice initiative.
I rolled a 19.
All right, and we're moving however we wish, but we are sort of, making sure everybody moves before the next person moves. Still. One thing that you will notice is that everything is made from stone. And not only stone, but it's made from... Well, I guess it's not really stone. It's made from obsidian. So, it's glass,
terrible.
rather. But it's large chunks. These rocks, obsidian. The dock, obsidian. The bridge that you can see, obsidian. Everything appears to be carved obsidian.
Shoes?
What was that?
Are people like wearing shoes?
Are people wearing shoes?
Like, because if you step on a slab of obsidian, it sounds like a great way to slice your
Sure
foot
does. I
open.
mean, it is glass.
There's like a. Yeah,
I would
know.
believe that everybody
Oh,
has
God.
shoes.
No, Kaya actually doesn't wear shoes.
I'd advise that maybe Kaya did not take the stairs and instead go to the mountain or something.
The stairs are made of glass?
It sure looks
Oh,
like
God.
it.
Not just glass, volcanic glass.
Good.
Oh,
I
God.
picked up a piece of obsidian once. I sliced my palm open. Just saying.
Yeah, no, obsidian.
It's sharp. Very
I
sharp.
mean, it's weaker than glass, technically. A little bit weaker,
It
but
also gets sharper.
than processed glass, at least.
Okay,
Yeah,
I will
it
move
does get
first.
way.
But still, it hurts.
Okay, I'll move up there.
Okay. And Nix is just holding. So, Zori.
Nick was holding. Oh, is he rolling on me now? Sugar.
Charfer. And again, we can sort of all do this. Spoilers, there's no traps. You can move
Oh
yourself
my
up,
God,
Nix as well, if you'd like. And finally, Kaya.
I also assumed
I'm
there was-
climbing not through the stairs.
Sure. It is not very high. It's only about 5 feet or so.
Yeah, and I can move 40 feet anyway,
Mhm.
so.
So again, if we'd all like to take our movement.
I take my 30 feet. And I block the road so no one can get by. If anyone tries to pass me, I'm pushing them off the bridge.
That's what you think.
And again, we can all sort of, do it all at once. Do you climb up onto the boulders and whatnot? Okay.
Yes. I was going to. I assume they're like stacked up, so this is the highest point. Yeah.
Probably the other way
I'd
around.
say just
But this
behind
would probably
it,
be
I
the
think.
highest point. It's like trailing down.
Then yeah.
Actually, Sharper is going ahead, and I
Sharper.
take behind Sharper. But...
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I've got to duck under Tythlin's leg.
As soon as you cross this bridge, it becomes way hotter.
Oh,
It's warmer by the volcano.
Logic checks out.
Perfect
Volcanoes are
sense.
indeed pretty hot.
Yes, but this is sort of like walking through a sheet of heat. The heat sheet.
I have not
Well,
walked
if
through the
it-
heat sheet, so to me, it is a nice, cool island breeze.
And everyone can move again should they wish.
Alright, sure. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Do I burst into
You
flames?
do not burst from the flames, but again, as soon as you step off, you step into the heat sheet.
Alright, I'll be like, ooh, sure it's hot over here next to this volcano.
Not just hot, but suddenly
Pretty
all of a
hot.
sudden smoldering hot, almost. I mean, it's
Oh,
sort of
gosh,
difficult
I'm
to breathe.
like smoke.
You know, I don't know if you've ever been in a place that's like really hot, but you know, sometimes it can be sort of
Yeah, I've been
hard to draw in breath. It's that kind of hot, and you hear a rumbling coming from the volcano.
Hello, Mr. Volcano?
What was the name? Like, it was Tom or something we're looking for?
Han?
Tom. Is
Yeah,
that
they call it the
Tom?
name. Was that Tom over
It's
there?
Tom.
There is no response.
Oh.
What
Run up and
about
jump into the
walking
volcano.
closer?
Just kidding.
Well, you're gonna, like, die.
I will, as Sharper walks up that close, I will attach.
Hey, I'm gonna let. I mean, if Sharper wants to go to the volcano, I'll let him go to the volcano.
I'll walk right
yeah,
behind
no,
him.
sorry. I thought that was my 60. I will keep in so that whoever's going up, I can cover.
Sharfer.
Staying right beneath the stairs.
10
Ca-
feet
ca-
ish.
Cover me, because if no one else wants to, I'll walk up the stairs.
I mean,
You
I
have
will,
built
but
this-
if you want to go first, then like I'm
You have
fine
built
walking
this
up the
square.
stairs, but
And I'll give him a little bit more if need be.
I'm not gonna
But
tell you you're
really
not allowed to
keeping
go.
the distance as much as possible, so I can even move back a little bit there.
Sharfer, do you continue up steps?
Yes.
You're
You
definitely gonna
feel
take
the
damage. when you do
familiar
that.
cobwebs.
It's just 5 feet.
I'm going to slowly go up, but like I'm just keep going up until I get to the top. See if anything changes. See if anything weird happens.
Doesn't check
So-
the actual only part of the island that might be trapped. Let's
Yeah,
check
the-
the beach for traps, but not the stairs
You
on
fall
the
into
Roll
the
me
volcano
perception.
and die.
Sharfer, excuse me.
Do I perceive?
And it's a volcano.
It's a volcano, but it doesn't really appear to be filled with lava. I mean, I don't know how much personal experience you would have with the volcano, but surely you would know that generally an active volcano, which is what we were presuming this is, would have lava somewhere inside of it.
Oh, so it doesn't actually have lava. It's just like a
What
hollow.
Does it have?
It looks like it has
inside
fire inside it.
Oh,
Just
Mhm.
fire.
Just a swirling, large, and again, large is an understatement, massive fire.
like a vortex.
Not so much a vortex.
It's sad, but because it definitely should be vortexing.
It seems to be a bunch of fire. I wouldn't call this lava. I'm
What are
not
we
sure
supposed to
what's
do
up
with
with
it?
this.
I run up and push
Can I
Sharper.
can I take the handful of mushrooms that I got from the cave ages ago and throw them in?
You can. You know, they sort of come about 10 feet or so away from the actual fire and burn up. You see sort of one of the sides of the walls of the volcano, sort of a rocky sort of outcropping, sort of leaf from it, in what looks like an eye, a singular eye opens up in the center of the mass. What?
Hello. Wait. We were sent for a trial.
What sort of trial?
The they didn't tell us what sort of. They said to
village
go
trial.
speak to Tan.
The village trial.
The villager, the people. They have feathers and
Ugh,
furs.
move out of the way.
Okay. Does that mean go down the stairs? I'll head down the stairs.
Well, I go downstairs.
And this just incredibly massive being of fire
Oh God, what incredible massive
crawls
fire.
itself out of the volcano and sort of steps down and sits on the rock. And it looks as if it sort of puts its hand on its knee, and it's what passes for a head on its hand. You're different. Much more diverse than the other ones.
Yeah, we come from a very different place. They think they're the only people alive in the world.
I'm aware.
Can I ask you how old this fire elemental is? Because I mean, I'm sure it must be pretty old. So it knows about the outside world.
Likely. I count my age in eons, not years.
I'll give him a nod.
What are eons?
Long periods of time.
A long time.
Longer than
Thousands of years
most
for
of us
you.
know of track.
Immeasurable periods of time.
Oh, okay.
So,
So like, does that make you like very old? How are you still alive?
I mean, I can be very old and still be alive. My kind doesn't particularly die of old age. What an odd conversation.
Can I just like color my skin to kind of do my best at mimicking him? Like, I obviously can't turn myself into a fire
I
element,
burst the
but
flame?
just like the skin follows the same kind of patterns and coloring shapes as best as possible.
mean.
Sure.
Sure. I'll do the same, and I'm also like going to like cast flame, produce flame on him. Just to, hey, our fire.
Uh-huh. She sort of, or she,
I think you've got a couple of fans.
in sort of a stage whisper towards basically everyone else. Are they always like this?
I'm gonna give a nod. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty
Yeah.
much.
Kind of.
They like to mimic the things. they say.
Fantastic. You'll likely fit right in with the others.
They might take to irrigation easily then.
So, what can I do for you?
As we said, we're here for the village trial.
Oh, really?
At this
I
this
think
point,
we've done it.
did at this point I'm thinking they just send people here to come annoy this person every now and again.
Ugh,
Do you enjoy doing
feels
these
like
village
it.
trials?
Enjoy or not, I'm more or less bound to it.
Do they revere you as a god? They revere a lot of things. as
I
gods.
noticed that as well. But unfortunately, no, they don't. We have somewhat of a different relationship. It's a bit complicated to get into, though.
Fair.
So, again, sort of, I don't get out much, as you may have postulated. What's going on here?
In what? And
well-
like how far back do we need to go?
Oh, I'm aware of the
The
goings
short
on
one
in the
was,
world.
Oh, so why we're here specifically is what
Yes.
you
Well,
asked.
both you here specifically right now on my prison and sort of more sort of here towards the island.
Wrecked.
Really?
You know, ship.
Have you ever met the thing they revere as God? The
No, unfortunately not.
well, the thing that they revere as God destroyed our ship, and we got washed up on their island. We believe that we can get ahead from joining their tribe and burning off them, and maybe be able to get off the
Makes
island.
sense. You're stuck there then.
Yeah,
I suppose that makes sense as well. I mean,
Makes two of us.
I realize or presume you've spoken with them at length. That they realize they're the only creatures left in existence, or only, well, ones like themselves.
They believe it. I don't think it's realized when we're proof to the contrary.
Well, they possibly thought it before.
We've talked a bit to them. They told us nothing of what the trial is, but
Oh, well, no. I mean, again, sort of certain things keep me from speaking with those from the island as I can speak with you.
is it their weird language? Because we find that difficult to deal with too.
No, it's not a language barrier. Unfortunately, the same things that keep me from speaking with them keep me from speaking about it.
So we have to figure out what it is?
You could try.
A god?
What?
Or like a real god?
I think he's giving us the runaround. Do I think that?
I mean, I
Hold
wanted
on.
He said that it said
Like
they,
this
he
very
said
much
he's
seems
trying-
like, how could he have given other people in the village this trial if they can't speak to each other, if no one seems to know what it is, if he can't or is unwilling to give us the trial, then like, is that the case? Or yeah.
Not quite on the right track. He did sort of, or at least I was beginning to allude, that the trial was something else for them.
Ah, okay.
I can give you the trial if
just
you
seemed like-
want.
I mean, we could just also go back and say that we've done it, and you could just be cool.
Well,
with
that's
that.
no fun either. I mean, what sort of proof would you have?
What proof do they usually take?
Oh, well, it's basically whatever I've been working on.
Sounds
What-
pretty
what
freelance.
Do you like write music?
Yes, I'm a poet.
Fire elemental culture.
So,
No, obviously I'm not a poet.
What is it you work on?
I make things. Well, let's slow down. Take a look around you. What do you see?
Sand?
There's sand. What else?
All of this.
There's
obsidian
there's a
is
lot of
you?
obsidian. That comes from somewhere. Did you see any other volcanoes around?
So,
Lava.
so do we got to bring back some rocks for them?
Well, you could, but that's rather boring, honestly. I mean, I don't just work in obsidian, to be frank. I work in a lot of other mediums.
Do you work
Oh,
in steam?
excuse me. I sort of forgot something that's slightly important in this conversation.
Is it the fact that like if we're standing with like 10? Oh no, Shafir.
No,
I thought you'd
Shapiro.
like if you're within like 10 feet of this guy, you take 5d10 damage.
No,
a
but that
turn.
probably is a thing as well. You should all probably back up a little bit.
Back up one. Giant bugs on
But
my screen. Oh
just-
god, everybody.
Just out of character for
Dying.
future notes, I think we could turn this guy into a permanent furnace on a ship in the future.
I mean,
Let's just
So-
turn him into a steam engine.
So not only are we bringing Stone Age into ancient Rome, now we've got a steam engine and the Industrial Age.
Well, that already exists in one of the cultures. Like, the most advanced culture, the one that was to the north of us just before we shipwrecked, they're really based around, like, basically being industrious and everything like that. Like, Eberron age and shit like that. So it does already exist.
I feel like everyone's very nonchalant with the fact that this could have died by
I
then.
know.
I mean, there are
In real life.
warforged.
I was thinking
Not even
more about
talking
the
in
fact
game, not in
of
real
let's imprison the fire elemental inside of a furnace engine.
We probably need to be like high levels though for that.
And I think he's curse bound to this place.
And while we can't build, a
I
wooden
think-
boat, we can build a
I
steam
think it's more of the fact that a fire elemental probably can't cross the ocean too well.
But either way, the last thing he was saying was he started to working in different mediums as well. Like that one, and he points towards Shafira. Not all of the medium, mind you, but the feathers. It's been an interesting challenge.
How do you work with that?
But do you not burn?
I have to be quite careful, but as I mentioned, it's been something of a challenge.
What do you make with them?
Well, I mean, I can't show you without you taking the trial.
Then we'll take the trial.
Then we'll take.
You'll
the
take the trial? Fantastic. Give me just a moment.
Fireball.
Okay.
And he snaps his fingers, and
Centering a fireball right in the middle of us.
It's
Joke's
Yes.
on him. I'm resistant to fire.
We got HP.
Do I have time to jump behind a piece of obsidian and hide?
What?
Hey, did anyone grab their weapons back?
bum bum bum.
That's a good point.
Well,
No
No,
one
nice
grabbed
knowing the
their
rest of you.
weapons back.
Hmm.
I mean, they didn't give us our weapons, to be fair.
No one asked for them.
You didn't either.
No, but I have
Let's look after.
I have things that I can do without weapons. I don't have BB currently either because I thought it was a bit unfeasible to bring him on the Blade Strider.
Hmm. I'll admit, this is not a thing I thought of either.
That's what I like to hear the DM say.
So, I mean, for all likely, you would have your weapons. I mean, they certainly would have given it to you.
Okay.
They know what the trial is, most likely. They wouldn't say, have fun with nothing, you know.
Okay.
Oh, but that's not as
The
bad.
DM about
I'm
to
still happy
spit up
taking
now.
the loss of BB for this fight, though. Like, it's a bit
But
unfeasible
there
to
would
have
be
him.
one for each of you as well.
Firebirds.
Wouldn't there be
Yes.
6 then? Because Shapir.
Exactly.
and one of them is big.
No, one of them's not.
Shafir.
Right. Kill my children, and then you'll have passed the test and all that. I don't think I.
You don't mind us killing your children?
I mean, they're not really my children. They're just smaller elementals.
The things that you make.
I'm re-rolling because I don't know if I rolled everybody or not.
Metaphors.
and this is what you work on.
What?
These these are what you
No,
work
those
on.
just happen.
Hmm.
They're just a thing.
Man, I'm going first.
All right, yeah, top of the order.
Like a vegetable farm.
Again, we're not like starting until like we're starting. We can still converse.
Everyone's just planning out their
I
first turns.
noticed.
Yeah, I just want to see how far away I am.
Are wave striders still here?
They
Like
would
docked?
be, yes.
So I could run and like leave everyone to die. So it's technically feasible.
Well, I mean, like, I don't think you're taking all the wave striders. I guess if you were like, I'm gonna sink these wave striders.
I'm gonna scuttle up. Are we waiting for me to
Okay,
go?
Tan, can you shoot a fireball
Yeah.
over there?
Possibly. I mean,
Okay,
it
'cause
depends
I
on
thought
whether we're
we-
still talking with him before we're fighting.
I assume we're just
Okay.
gonna fight.
As
move
soon
up.
as he
Okay.
says that, yeah, and we see
I'm
them.
gonna walk right
You're
here
fine.
on the bridge, and he said the bridge is made up of
It is.
obsidian, right?
Mhm.
This thing ain't gonna step on it in person. And I'm going to ready melee attack right here. Or well, I'm just gonna ready a melee attack. I
Okay.
didn't mean-
Nix.
Plot twist when these things fly.
Oh god, not fly, but they're just ranged.
Well, that too. I will. What is the range on this? 60. Sweet, so I can hit any
They don't
of
look
them.
like they fly, but they might be ranged.
Against this one, I will cast Vicious Mockery.
Mm-hmm.
Telling it it smells like sweet flower. Because I would imagine they would prefer to smell like brimstone.
Wisdom saving throw.
You smell really pleasant.
It's taking 1 damage either way. Oh no, because the disadvantage. Yeah, that fails. And then I will. Be sure I don't have a bonus action.
Oh, look how sad it is. It's like, oh, my brain. Or not really brain, but
It's
you
like
know.
there's like molten metal dripping from his eye.
That is my turn.
Okay. So it is this one that has just been, vicious mockeried. It will throw flame at Tythrin. At disadvantage.
With disadvantage.
Oh, well, thank God he's got disadvantage.
This one will do the same.
Yay for vicious mockery.
Is it also
is
a
not.
disadvantage?
No.
And the other
Oh,
one
dear.
has expired from it.
Yes.
Oh, 21.
Well, that one was at disadvantage, right? Unless another one rolled
Oh, you
21? No,
take
no.
8 fire damage.
What the fuck? Ugh.
Ouch.
There's 6 of these things. Oh.
Azori, it's your turn.
There's 1
Okay.
And each action economy is fair.
I. Let's see. Where's it? I'm at. Yeah. Okay. So the one in the front, I'm going to hit it with a
Okay.
Rare Frost.
It's a hit.
6 cold damage, and its speed is reduced by 10 until the next round.
It looks like that was incredibly effective against it.
No. Nice. Oh, start of my next turn. Ooh.
And not only that, it is bloodied. Or what do you think the fire elemental equivalent to being bloodied is? Is it
Liquid.
smoked?
Yes, it's
Napalmy.
Embering? Flickering?
Smoldering?
Smoldering.
Okay.
Smoldering?
It's smoking, maybe. Like, I don't know.
Smolder.
I'd imagine guttering, like Sharpa said, because it'd be the flames on it guttering out.
Dispersing, maybe.
Either way. It comes forward. Tythrin, you have a ready to action.
Oh,
That's a hit.
oh yeah, just in this
Yeah, you do. This one will throw fire at Shafira.
No, not Shafira.
No.
Which will miss.
Oof.
Oh,
Good thing.
This one will throw fire at Shafira.
they really want
Which
cookies
will
and chicken
miss.
tonight.
Sharfer, it's your turn.
Shafa, in all of his many things he can do, he will.
Hides behind Tythran.
Damn it. Yeah, I'm gonna dash up to here with my action and then hide behind Tyther.
I like it. Kaya, that's good.
I'm actually going to throw. Yeah, I'm going to throw Ice Knife. Probably missing against this one
That is a miss.
over here. Nothing
Nothing
happens
happens.
then. And
Excuse me.
1 second. Oh yeah, I can do this. It's a bonus action, so I don't lose anything. I'm gonna cast this on my boomerang, and just move forward. Right here.
Okay.
And that's it.
Pretty sure that needs to be used in
Yeah.
melee. Because it's
No, I
one-
know. Shillelagh
Wow.
needs to be used in melee, but I can cast it on any form of wood. So
Yeah. But like
I can
you'll
use
have
my
to
shoot.
use
Yeah.
the boomerang as a melee weapon.
Tythrin, you are being touched.
I don't like it.
It also does not,
Do you not?
touch.
Bad touching.
Does touch
Nope.
do something
It's
different?
just the
besides
name of the
AC?
attack. It's because it's just literally reaching out to touch.
Okay.
It's
It's
fire.
not touching me. I slap his hand away.
It has a pretty hot touch.
Shafira would sort of fly down around here. Did everything go?
No, she moved.
Yeah, okay, everything did. I just wanted to make sure I had all the things. Tythrin, it's your turn.
Well, I mean, obviously there's a guy in front of me. I will hit him with the old poke,
You
Hit it.
miss.
which I probably ain't because it's low.
Nyx. Against
It's this one.
the middle.
The middle one.
And again, wisdom.
That is a fail.
I'm gonna be right back. Just roll,
Mhm.
attack me and all that.
So 12 damage and it runs away. Which I guess would be straight into the water? No. Sadly
No,
not.
that would be dangerous.
They don't run where they can get hurt.
Yeah, so run to there probably. That's as a
It's
reaction.
as far as way for everyone. Probably it's
This one
down.
will move forward and
farthest from
we'll
everyone.
launch a bolt of fire at Kaya.
No,
Yeah,
this one
Grim.
has to move.
It's a
Oh, it's
reaction.
reaction?
It does it on my turn.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
It has to take reaction to move. Yeah.
It burns its reaction.
What is this clan?
Run.
all right. And then this one against Kaya.
Okay. Go ahead. 19.
For 2.
2 fire damage. Okay, not bad. Oh wait, that's not. That health is not right.
And this one will fly down to Shafira and will toss fire at Shafira.
Look how they can fly.
And hit her. For 3.
Shafira, no.
Azori.
Okay. Gonna launch another ray of frost at the one
Okay.
by Shafira.
It's a hit.
18. One.
Let's see. And then Dissonant Whispers is over. So,
That's quite sad.
this one will move forward and will attempt to touch Shafira.
No.
It will do so.
Shafira. Oh no.
For 7. And Shafira is on
knows it,
fire.
Shafira.
She is
Oh.
starting to smolder and blaze.
Um, I'll use my reaction to change my strings over to Shafira. and
Okay.
Catherine,
Yeah.
just in case she needs to get yanked out of there.
This one will fly and will attack Tythrin. It is hovering in the ground next to,
Son of a bitch.
excuse me, above the bridge.
That 16. That's a miss.
Sharfer.
Can I move into the space where Tythrin is attack and then move back out, or should I go over here to attack?
You cannot move through, or I guess you can, can't you? You're small.
You can't stop
Oh,
on
I didn't
Right, you
realize
can't stop and attack on
I'm
the
in
same
this.
square.
I mean, I know going over here will probably get me attacked, but it seems like my best option at the moment.
Take Nix's pistol.
Are the methods?
They're not mephits for one. They are small, yes.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say because if they're medium, he can just still technically
Yeah.
run under.
If
them.
they're small, if they're small, I can't move through them.
Yeah, no,
just-
that's what I was asking.
Uh, standing. Can I jump down here? Is this one like out of melee range if I jump down?
No, it would still
If
be
you want, you
within
can grab
melee
my
range.
pistol.
Yes,
If
I'm
you
gonna
jump
jump
down,
down.
I'm
Yeah.
making you do an acrobatics check, however.
Yeah,
DC 10, fall prone. You're fine.
Yeah, and then I will make an
Mhm.
attack at this one. Stabby stab.
It's a hit.
Den.
Kaya.
Well, Sharper kind of got in the way, but I'm gonna do something that I just realized, the Fire Knife. But I'm gonna cast it right here behind them, where it just shatters and hits both of the elementals with the explosion. Which is with the explosion is 2d6. They have to make a dex
Mhm.
save, both of them.
Okay. Top and then bottom.
That should have happened when you missed last.
Yeah,
round.
that should have happened earlier, but I forgot about it.
Alright,
so
so
let's
top one
say
makes it.
didn't happen.
Bottom one does not.
So then that's 2d6 damage. I wonder, does this actually roll both damages? No, just one. So, oh yeah, it does 5 cold.
Okay.
Yep. So 5 cold damage to both of them.
The one definitely saved with, a 22.
Yeah, they did. My spell save DC is. It's not
Is the
set
crit
up.
always pass, or when it comes to DCs? if you don't actually pass
Just to
it.
see what my save
Like,
DC is. I think
technically,
this should have
you
it.
can't crit an
No,
ability
my DC is 0.
or
It's not
something like that, so you can't, like,
I
technically
see.
crit, like...
Okay.
wisdom. Spell save DC, I think, is 12. I think.
The first thing
It
you
does
came
get
said it was
on the
a
thing.
DC 12.
Yeah, it is 12, right? 8 plus proficiency plus
Mhm.
modifier, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, 12.
Well, if you look in the chat right above your damage, it says your DC.
Yeah, I just. Oh yeah, it does say it. So yeah, the day.
Does it do half
the one
damage
that
on
brought
a
up the
save?
guy.
Because the spell description does
Yeah,
not
it's
say
half
half
damage
damage.
on the
It says-
save.
Does not say half damage.
It says autotake,
Yeah.
so
I
I
think
think
on a
that's
save-
no damage.
Oh wait,
Yeah.
if it doesn't say, it
Right.
doesn't do anything. Yeah.
Okay. However, again, the
Wait,
bottom
does
one
it
did
poison?
not save. It does take that damage, and of course, it's quite effective against them. Who'd have guessed? This one will go ahead.
I had to set it up.
What's that?
No, just.
Okay.
Go
This
on.
one will go
I'll
ahead
check
and
real
attack Tythrin. Release attempt 2.
Hit me.
Fail. Shafira will, first of all, take 1d4 damage. +1, and then she will batter the elemental. Rather, kick it. Release attempt 2.
Go Spear, go.
Fortunately, she will miss.
She's not hit.
Tytherin, it's your turn.
Pokey pokey. Nope. I rolled.
Yep, that's a miss. Nyx.
Against the healthier one going after Shafira.
Okay. Wisdom saving throw. Fails. Takes 4.
Fail.
Your mother was a birthday candle.
Your mother smells of elderberries.
It'll this one being all sad.
Your mother was cold.
And it'll be my turn.
Okay. All right. This one will come here and we'll attack you, Sharper.
Oh yeah, cheeky fellow this one.
13, presumably a miss.
He actually misses.
This one will come forward and will attack Shafira. Will miss. Azori, it's your turn.
Okay. Okay, so now they're both in melee with her, so Ray of Frost to the one that's on bottom
Okay.
of Shafira, so that one. Ray of Frost.
Hit.
26.
And brings it down.
Okay.
Sharfer, your turn.
On my turn, can I turn to Kaya and say, "Can you come flank this one and then hold a melee attack"?
You
action?"
cannot flank it. It is currently in the air.
No, I'm stabbing it then. Stabby stab.
I wasn't going to flank it anyway.
That's a miss.
Flanking would have helped.
Kaya, it is your
Yeah.
turn. Unless Sharfer, you have movement.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah. I will bonus action disengage, and then go 10, 25.
Okay. All right, Kaya.
Okay. What I'm gonna do is walk here, drop down, get over
Mhm.
here.
And again, right here, it's an acrobatics, DC 10.
Okay.
You're fine.
Oof. And I'm gonna hit it with my Shillelagh
Mhm.
boomerang. Which I don't have set up, so I'm gonna just
Sure.
roll it manually. Never mind. Oh wait, I know. I rolled 1d8. I rolled damage.
Yeah.
The 1d20.
Which
So
unfortunately
misses.
it does.
And then I'm gonna go ahead and. Would I hit it with my fist? Probably gonna hurt. Yeah, sure.
That does hit.
But bludgeoning probably doesn't do much.
You do take a point of damage. Just one.
Okay.
Tythran, this one is attacking you again. Going to attempt to.
Yep, I figured.
It's going to miss. Shafir is going to take
Yeah, I mean, like everyone's just
1d4 damage.
Like,
Takes 4.
oh God,
Oh,
Shafir, no,
still-
Shafir, run
I
to the
realize
water.
That's right. She's in fire. I forgot. It would have turned her fire off from her, but whatever.
Shafira is bloodied at this point. She will take the time to put herself out. No, she won't. She will go ahead and try to kill the thing.
No.
It does hit. She does take 1 damage. Please stop doing that. I don't know why everybody insists on doing it.
It's
Tyler, it's your turn.
I'm going to poke this thing. Yeah.
You have
Oh,
successfully poked it.
good.
You take 1 damage.
Wait, why do I take damage for
Because
poking
it's
these
made of
things?
fire, and the fire sort of splashes.
I didn't take
and hits
damage
you.
prior to. But I didn't take
Because
damage
you haven't
to
hit him
prior.
yet.
Yeah, I have.
Oh wait, so I should have taken the damage.
Oh, yes, excuse me. You sort of sharper.
Yeah, Tythran has
okay,
hit 2 of them, I think.
I take
Yeah.
damage.
I've laid at least one.
Yeah, if you've
Yeah,
hit it,
Tythran
you're
killed
supposed to
one
take
as
1
soon as it
damage.
approached.
I didn't think Tythran had
Oh,
hit.
I take my one. I did. I killed one.
Did you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you killed the first one.
body
but-
under
Fair enough.
this one.
Ugh.
We've all been stabbing it. Like the Kaya punching was the first time you even brought up the
Oh,
body thing.
These ones are the only ones that
my
haven't
bad
been
then.
mentioned.
Except for the 2 casters.
Yeah, so add yourself a couple of damage if you've been hitting
I
them.
take my one.
I've only done damage with spells.
Next, it's your turn.
So, I will first measure this. Yeah. I will fire that. Which I assume
12 is a miss.
And that's my turn.
All right. This one will move and attack Kaya.
Advantage. Close.
Yes.
23 hits.
For 5.
5.
You are currently
And
on
I'm on
fire.
fire.
or blazing.
What is it?
This one is going to
Blaze you.
try to take down Shafira,
Put it.
No, Shafir, don't.
but will miss. Azori.
Close, close.
Okay. Let's get them. So I'm going to go after Ray of Frost, the one that just attacked Kaya.
To hit.
Four.
Okay.
And then I'm going to use a bonus action to expend a point of healing light into Shafira to kind of keep her up for a little bit. Hopefully.
So it is 8.
Wait, what? No, that should just be a 3. I don't know why it rolled
Okay.
twice.
In case you have advantage on healing checks? Or whatever healing like, you have advantage
I
on
think checked that. I think
I don't
something
know.
messed up on that.
Sharper. It's your turn.
I will take a stab at.
Mm-hmm. Has it hit?
A
Mhm.
point of damage. Stab it. I stab it
You
as
stab
hard
it
as I
pretty
can.
hard. It is thoroughly stabbed.
I don't think I could stab it much harder. And then what I will do is
Why does your sneak attack activate even though you're not sneaking?
because it's got enemies within 5 feet.
So
I
it,
see,
in
okay.
5th edition, it's whenever you would have advantage or an ally is within 5 feet.
Yeah, I gotcha.
And then if you take the I can't remember what it's called, the swashbuckler. If you're dueling with one person and it has no friends with it, you also get sneak attack.
Nice.
But yes, now I will move over to this one and get all up in its face.
So if you move, are you disengaging, I presume?
I'll take the disengage bonus action.
Kaya, it's your turn.
How much do I take?
1.
1. Okay. I won't worry too much about it. Gonna move right here and hit with my Schleimering.
Schleimer.
Did that hit?
That's a hit.
I love it.
Yep. 5 bludgeoning.
It is
And then I'm
dwindling, embering, whatever.
gonna just I
Yes.
take 1 damage again. And I'm gonna stressing me and miss again.
Unfortunately, that does miss. This one is attacking you, Tytherin. Let's see if we can actually hit you. Nope.
Wouldn't a crit fail on a rising knee also be known as a lowering knee?
Shafira takes 2, and will spend an action to douse the fire from herself. Tytherin, it's your turn.
Hi. Okay. It's poking time.
No
It's
longer
not poking
time.
That's my turn. Please
And
pick
next,
up
it's
my-
your turn. Which one? Top, bottom. Okay.
This is why I use the flail.
Wisdom. That's a miss. Takes 14 and just is destroyed.
Its brain turns to
Take more damage. I take more damage unless someone puts me off. Therefore, it's my turn.
Azori, it's your turn.
And also Shafira.
Shafira put herself
Okay,
out. Her turn.
Okay.
Ray of Frost, the last standing one.
Oh, there's
That's
one.
it.
It should get
Shut up,
killed. It's probably a kill.
It is.
5.
Nice.
Now that everything's dead, can I attempt to put out the fires so they don't take the extra damage?
Yes.
What do
It's
you
not
put
an
out?
attempt
Put
thing.
out-
You would simply put out the fire.
Throw some
Thank
sand
you.
on you or whatever I need to do.
Okay.
Uh,
Just throw some sand
I
and
mean,
the fire goes out.
sand would smother fire.
Make
Yeah.
sure to get it in your eyes.
Well, you're dropping on like the obsidian beach, so I would recommend.
Oh yeah.
Hmm.
You
Wait,
take
there is
You
some
each
28
take
problem.
1 damage.
Oh, there is sand. There's obsidian.
I'm not gonna make
And
you
there are
take-
obsidian beaches that don't actually like. Sand is technically glass.
Yeah, it would be pretty
Obsidian
smooth.
beaches like are just black
Mhm.
sand,
Yeah, it would be.
so it wouldn't hurt your feet if it's just
Very
super
pretty.
fine.
So Tan starts clapping and bellowing with laughter. Good job. Well done. You make it up. Not an issue. All right. Congratulations. So again, I only have one of the things. Who would like it?
Azori's the closest.
Oh, great.
I'll take it. That's where I walk up.
Well, here you go. And he pulls. This sort of out of. You're not entirely sure where.
We don't ask.
You make all the weapons.
Well, typically, yes.
Is that what? Is that why the reverends? They love their weapons.
The what?
The tribesfolk, they almost worship the weapons.
Oh. Really? Well, I'll admit I don't pay too much attention to what goes on there, but oh, that's something, isn't it? Oh,
I mean, look at this incredible
indeed.
craftsmanship.
Thank you. Oh my, I am quite good at what I do, aren't I?
Hardworking, so amazing.
Congratulations, I suppose. But again, sort of back to our previous conversation. What are you sort of doing around?
Well, trying to get out.
I see. I certainly can identify with that. Most certainly. Can identify with trying to get away.
Tell something weird in him.
I mean, it's pretty obvious that he doesn't exactly like being trapped here, but... And Nix would point out to the
What
ocean.
you gonna do? Put him on a boat?
Fire Elemental ain't exactly about to go out there, and he can't exactly go on most conventional
He
boats.
points at you.
I imagine that's also why he's been trying to, I imagine, something silly like glue feathers to himself to fly.
Well, that actually wasn't
Not
that.
like
I was just trying to
Fuck my
work with it. I wasn't trying to fly.
Is he like actually flustered and blundering there?
A little bit.
Or is that just the exit? Yeah. Well, no, but
Just
you-
a
what
new
I'm saying,
medium
like,
to work with. You understand.
Yeah, I use all forms myself.
Yes, I certainly would be grateful if there were,
Yank shaft for 5 feet towards me.
say, an intrepid, young and just most certainly handsome group that could help me out. I'd probably be willing to help them out in various sort of ways.
Well,
And I'd step forward. Oh, they would have to be incredibly
Indeed,
handsome.
and with a good eye towards the finer things and the finer arts as well.
Well, good luck finding them. We're not handsome. Bye.
well,
But no, I'm totally all for saving their fire elemental.
aren't we the
reckon it'd be a
means right
really
now?
good asset.
Carry them away. Like,
I'm just saying, if we happen to find a store of iron on the island, we can bring it back here, use him to smelt it, make a chamber for him to, be transferred in. That
we
may
can,
or may not be a steam
we're gonna make an
engine.
ironclad and get it.
Yep.
Can he fit? Can he get inside of Titan? I know he's too big, but
I'm not fireproof.
He can share a space
Just
with
give him a
Tythrin if
piggyback
Tythrin wants
ride.
to take 10d10
Titan,
damage
we can
each
keep
turn.
killing you.
Probably not enough. Think I'll pass.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Maybe we can make a stone chamber with stone, but that'd be hard. It'd be heavy.
I imagine it would also get rather lavery.
I think they're hot enough to melt stone, but it's.
I mean,
not
if he's hot
necessarily-
enough to melt stone,
Points,
like
points at all the
technically-
obsidian around us, some of it
technically
shaped by
out of
magic.
character. If he's hot enough to melt stone, he's hot enough to melt iron.
I mean, yes, probably.
So he'd melt the iron chamber.
I mean, it's
But
not
we
even
don't
like
need
out of character.
him
It's not
to
even
know
an issue
that.
of just melting. Like stone and iron would just get so hot that they ignite the wood.
Have you tried to make a
Yeah,
boat
that,
out of
that
obsidian?
also.
And plus, like I said, if we turn him into a steam engine, then that's the whole purpose, is that there's heat in it. He won't
The thing
heat
is-
up the iron because we will keep feeding him the water from the ocean. Using
With the
filter.
steam engine, yeah, like it's a chamber filled with water that will steam up, and he's inside the chamber. He's inside the iron chamber, inside the steam chamber
Exactly.
as well. Like say that
We
water
just-
chamber.
We just don't
We're
let him
just
know
gonna
that
make a
that's the
steam
plan
engine?
because he won't like being eternally doused in water to be made into a steam engine.
I mean, he'd get to explore and see the world, although in a ship, but he'd still see the world.
He would see the inside of the steam engine.
Well, no, I mean, you just heat up the water. You don't put them in the water necessarily. I mean,
But that defeats
theoretically
the
you
entire
could,
purpose
but
of entrapping a fire elemental
You
to
have
be
another
a steam engine for you.
That would be the water.
it's like
Either
put 'em
way,
under
what I
the
think we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and end this session for now. It's certainly something to think about for for next session and for going on.
water. We're gonna like 3 months later we're gonna finally have built our boat and we're gonna put the fire elemental on it. The whole thing down and you got this way of water.
And you guys are calling me evil.
So again, sort of
I
while
don't
the
think so,
thing,
Fraser. I don't think you want to
while the conversation, like I don't know if we're actually talking about it. Ignore certain aspects of it because I don't want to reveal too much. You know what I'll do? I'll post the other ones.
Those are the what?
This is the abilities that at least the small ones have.
You're cheating?
No, he's
They're basically
sharing us
amorphous.
information about the element.
We're the equivalent.
Yeah, so they can fit into smaller areas.
At least the small ones.
Yeah, I read that.
But either way, as I mentioned, we are going to end
So-
right here, so any debate or conjecture can wait either in between or for the next one and all that. It was a good one, I thought. I mean,
That's nice. I like it.
we had a conversation with the sort of elders that may or may not have gone the way we wanted.
I think it went better.
You think it went
More or
better than
less.
what you had expected? Yeah?
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably.
Okay.
We didn't resort to like,
Could
That's
have been
true.
worse,
Nobody
honestly.
resorted to violence. So, that's always a
I
plus.
mean,
This
Nick's
method.
only considered casting all of her spell slots on us. She didn't actually try to.
And then, we've met
We did
someone
murder
new.
each other for the ring.
And yeah.
Yeah, he's a charming
Oh
little
no,
fire
he's
elemental.
big. He's a charming big fire
No,
elemental.
no, charming little fire elemental. That's the point.
He's heckin'
Heckin'
chunky.
chunky, yo. But yeah, it was a good one. If you have been watching, thank you so much for watching. I certainly appreciate it. And you should, you know what? You should tell a friend to watch too. That'd be nice.
Well, friend,
You should do that.
Ooh,
Yeah,
that's
that'd be
a
very nice.
really good idea.
Yeah.
But
Very,
either
very
way,
good.
I hope you all have a great day and peace out. Bye bye.